Hey, Jay? Hey, Devin?
Hi.
Hey.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I need to
No,
stay with Tom.
but for real. For a second, if you'll let me have the floor for a moment. What the actual fuck?
Say more about this.
Never in my life, never in my short life have I been more polarized emotionally by how I feel towards something that is going on in a video game. And I hate that this is what brought me here. I hate that this is the journey that I've had to go on, and I hate where I've ended up. But at least I'm not here alone.
We're all here. We're all holding hands and we're all gonna get through this together.
We're all present
I'm having
and
a
gonna
great
have
time.
a time. Recording a podcast about this experience.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, folks. Going into this case, I was like, okay, third case of the 4 cases of the video game Ace Attorney Justice for All. Surely, by this point, they're going to start laying some groundwork for some of the major overarching plot beats that come up, like they did in the second case with the Spirit Medium Village, making it imply that Morgan was going to be a returning character, like a returning villain, finally figuring out what's going on with Edgeworth, that sort of thing. And then it's just a cavalcade of bullshit for 3 hours. And you get a couple nuggets of gold in there, a couple glimpses past the facade to see the truth of the matter, to see what really matters in the hearts and minds of these people. And I gotta say, never in my life, gonna be using that phrase a lot today, I think. Never in my life have I ever been involved in whatever you would call this situation. Been involved in a crime scene where there is a definitive, like, person who did murder and been like, man, I kind of wish all of you were dead.
Oh my god.
So I'm getting the impression that you didn't enjoy this one very much.
Hera, I fucking loved this case.
Can I
Well, let's
tell
get
you
some
about
intros in.
something? Oh yeah, okay, let's do that first.
Ro, you can start today.
Hi, everybody. I'm putting my soapbox away now to introduce you as a friend. I'm Ro. You can hunt me down somewhere, probably. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I can't bring that kind of energy today. I'm Ro. That's all you need to know.
I'm Hera. The name of the podcast, by the way, is Turnabout Breakdown. Welcome.
They know that. It says it on the thing.
They could be listening to podcasts on shuffle. I don't know.
Okay. I can't. If anyone...
Podcast discovery playlist.
You can't do that.
I'm so glad we're on it. I can't
Maybe
believe
you
we're on
should.
Podcast Discovery playlist.
I don't want to do that. I'm so scared of what I'd stumble into.
You can find me at HeraChimera probably everywhere. I don't know how far I've propagated by the time this comes out.
Spreading like a mycelial network under the earth.
Yeah.
Aw, cute. Hello, my name is Devon. You can find me online at algae_dust. I'm here.
Welcome.
It's happened. It's
I'm
fine.
holding your hand, Devon, and then I'm holding Hera's hand.
Aw,
And Hera and Devon are
I
holding Jay's
appreciate
hand.
that. Oh,
Hi, I'm Jay. I'm holding her and Devin's hands, apparently. You can find me online at jaymcastello. So,
nice.
before we started this case, which was a while ago, I sent Devin a message, and I said, don't tell Hera and Ro the reputation that Turnabout Breakdown has. Because Turnabout Breakdown, fuck. Turnabout Big
our
Time.
illustrious
Don't tell them about the
podcast.
Don't tell them
Known
what
the
the podcast
world
is
over.
like.
Are we maligned?
Yes, we're tainted, we're
Yeah,
rotten, we're
turns
fallow.
out.
I think people like us more than they like Turnabout Big Top, which is a case that is well considered as like the worst case in the original trilogy. For good reason,
crazy.
as we've mentioned.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there and I was thinking, the thing about this case is that there's so much about it that like plays into exactly what Hera and Ro have been talking about in other cases, and I'm so fascinated to see how it shakes out. And here we are.
Well, welcome. I have my own thesis to
Please.
share today. I think this case does a lot to cement Phoenix's character in ways that people might not like, which are unfortunately true to the character.
Here's how I've been interpreting this episode in my head, because if I start interpreting it any other way, I'll get, like, a little sick. This is like when you're watching a shonen anime and there's a beach episode with a bunch of fan service in it. And there's like so much weird shit going on, you're just like, okay, that's its own thing. I've got to move on from this and pretend that wasn't part of the grander experience of what I'm trying to enjoy here.
Who is this fan service for?
We don't have to get into that.
I'm scared to get into that.
We don't have to get into that, Hera. Do you want to get down in the mud with me? At this
look,
point, we're like 3 minutes into this podcast, buddy. If you want to get in the mud with me, I'm ready to wrestle.
You presented this as equivalent to a fan service episode. I want to know who this is.
This
fan
is
service
equivalent
for.
to just watching, like, seeing the through line of a thing, seeing a thing that is written and curated by an individual or a team of people that has a cohesive narrative through and through, from point A to point B to point C. This is a story that has been structured. And then you've got this episode, Turnabout Big, which is like you extracted that narrative away from everything else. And then you had a bunch of freaks come in and be like, I've got some ideas I need to throw at the wall. And then you've got 5 other people, all who are different varieties of just absolute weirdos, with their own handfuls of spaghetti, that they're just launching at this wall with Phoenix's face pinned on it. And that's where we've ended up.
See, I don't think this is that far removed from any other Ace Attorney case, personally.
I don't know about that.
I can see the other cases from where we're standing.
No, we're gonna be getting into this. We're gonna be getting down in the muck. And I've got to come to terms with the fact that you're probably right, and this is gonna be like a despicable revelation for me. But there is so much going on here that we need to talk about.
We should have really fundraised for recording a podcast 24 hours straight, because we would have managed it. It would have happened.
Hey, nothing to say that we're not about to do that right now anyway.
Yeah, we're in it for the long haul, gamers.
Devin,
So true.
before we get down in the muck, could you please summarize this case, a thing that I feel bad that you have to do?
Yeah, I will say, huge disclaimer for this summary. I was kind of like, it's kind of long actually, weirdly. But I kept it to mostly just the events, because I know there'll be a lot more chat about other stuff that happens.
Oh yeah.
And as my notes say underneath the title of Case 2-3 summary, it says, after every paragraph, I could just sigh and say more on that later, because of all the times I do a summary and I'm like, this misses out so much nuance, this is the worst time that has happened. So
There is a lot of surrounding context you need to understand to fully get to grips with how this case plays out.
which I wouldn't say play the case. I would say listen to this podcast. And
Yeah.
then perhaps spare yourself
Trust
some
me,
of that experience.
this is a much more entertaining and productive use of your time. Don't forget to give us 5 stars on Spotify. I've
Also, I have
killed
a
Devin.
cold, so bear with me. Yeah. It's all that time in the snow at the circus. Right, okay, I'm gonna read out a summary and then we're just gonna go for it. This case focuses on the murder of Russell Berry, the beloved ringmaster of the Babey Big Circus, who was killed by blunt force trauma to the head. Maximilian Galactica, world-famous magician, is seen at the scene of the crime by multiple witnesses, and his own poor behaviour towards other members of the circus make him the prime suspect. We will of course be facing Franziska von Karma in court. The case sees us investigate the relationship between Regina Berry, the 16-year-old animal tamer and daughter of Russell, and the other members of the circus, past and present. We find out that Max and Benjamin Woodman, a ventriloquist, are in a feud as they both vie for the hand of Regina. The next day in court, Benjamin testifies against Max, somewhat out of spite, saying he saw him head to the scene of the crime on the night of the murder. We determine he wasn't there for the entire duration of the evening as a result of some literal monkey business, and another witness is called. Further testimony from Mo the Clown depicts Max flying into the air shortly after the ringmaster was killed. Mo isn't believed because of his general unseriousness, and we get another day of investigating. Day 2 introduces us to Acro. He's the circus's acrobat who suffered an injury 6 months ago, which led him to becoming a wheelchair user and mostly being confined to his room, as there is limited access in the lodging house. He has a strong dislike of Regina, unlike everyone else at the circus. After more investigating, we discover Regina accidentally caused Acro's brother, Bat, to suffer a massive injury and fall into a coma, and he is unlikely to ever wake up. In the second and final day in court, we learn that Acro intended to kill Regina as revenge for what she did to his brother. Due to his mobility issues, the only way he could commit a murder from his room was to drop a bust of Max onto the target and pull it back up on a rope to prevent any evidence being left. He left an incredibly heavy box to force the target to maneuver their head in the right place, allowing him to hit them without looking out the window, as this was physically impossible for him. As a result, he kills the ringmaster instead of Regina. Phoenix is able to speculate all of this, but can't prove it without the bust being found. As a result of a surprise room search by the police, Akko had to conceal it in the only place left to him, under his wheelchair. Phoenix realises this, and the case is closed with some heavy hearts. The case closes with a cutscene of Gumshoe talking to a superior on the phone. He says that they got it completely right, that the surprise room search would be the perfect way to find the truth in this case. The screen pans and we see Miles Edgeworth on the phone before the screen fades to black.
So insane that this case ends with that. It's so fucked
It's
up.
so
It's
fucked
a lot.
up. It's so fucked up.
I'm still not ready.
No.
Well, okay, I have some things to talk about.
Okay.
Go for it.
There's a lot of negative emotions about this case. However,
Oh yeah.
I genuinely enjoyed solving the mystery at the heart of this case.
That's exactly what I was expecting. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy that this happened.
Why? What's wrong with that?
It's crazy that this is the 8th case of the game and it fucking sucks. And also I was like, God, Hera and Ro are gonna like this though.
Yeah, I think the actual details of the murder are really good. I think the way they fuck with the motive is interesting. I think they expect to make some leaps of logic, which are not great. Like with the cloak, that made me so unbelievably angry.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But I think ultimately, like, this was a pretty good mystery. However, there was a bunch of writing around it, which wasn't very good.
Yeah. And that's going to be the crux of this conversation that we're about to undertake for the next 4.5 hours. Minimum.
Welcome to the circus.
I don't want to be in the circus anymore.
Remember how this case starts and it's cute because Phoenix has taken Maya and Pearls to the circus and it's cute and everything's fine?
It's cute, but, like, here's the thing. I was already off on, like, a bad start with how this case begins, because I was immediately just like, oh, okay. So Pearl is a recurring character. That means that there's a
what's wrong with
potential
that?
for her to do that weird shit she did in the previous case. So I was already like, okay, trepidations.
I have a new bit to introduce.
Yeah?
It's called Winners and Losers, where we talk about the biggest winners and the biggest losers of each case.
The biggest winner in this case is Miles Edgeworth.
That's maybe true. I haven't included Miles in this. I've included recurring characters, so Miles should be in it. I think Pearl is the biggest winner in this case.
Yeah, actually.
Well, because she wasn't there.
She disappears.
Because she wasn't there. She was there at the beginning,
to
she
the
had some good
circus.
character development, and then she left for the rest of the
Yeah.
case.
So true.
She showed up and was like, what is a circus? And then watched a guy fly around and then disappeared. And honestly, that's all she needs to do.
Yeah.
Good for her.
That's all I need from that character. Okay.
Better to leave the audience wanting than to overstay your welcome.
Yes.
Anyway, Phoenix is right here.
I want to know who the other winners are, but is this something you're going to, like, unveil over the course of
Well,
this?
Edgeworth, I think, is a winner. Of course.
Yeah?
I'm always saying this.
We can go over it as well, no, let's do it. We're here. I think Gumshoe is a winner. Despite him having a really bad time, I think that endears me to him more. He's going through something right now.
Yeah.
Detective Gumshoe, quit your job.
Yeah, please quit your
Detective
job. Please.
Jumpsuit.
Gumshoe.
Jumpsuits, join my boy band.
When you meet him on the first day, he's like really tired and worn down and depressed.
Jesus Christ.
And that
another
really
fucking
endeared
murder.
me to him.
Why do I keep ending up in these situations?
And
I don't
then
know,
you
man.
find out he's playing his boss against someone else. Ah,
Good stuff.
real winner. And that's it for the winners of this case.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, let's get into it. Thank you for that warm-up, Hera. I'm ready to start now. Let's talk
Let's
about
get to the losers.
Let's get to the losers. First loser of the case, we're introduced to what everyone goes to the circus to see. We see a man fly through the sky and spin around and disappear. And that man is the legendary circus performer Maximilian Galactica, who is the only wizard who can fly. And he does this through secret means he refuses to tell anyone, which you straight up never find out at all in this case. And the answer is it's wires.
He does literally tell you after the first day in court.
Does he? But
He
does
just tweets it out.
does.
Oh yeah, he does. But you ask him about it again at the second day, and he's like, I can't tell you that.
Yeah, then he's composed himself again.
And it's like, oh, did we all just delete that we learned that? Okay, that's fine.
Also, like, why is that the big secret? Because in that animation, he does disappear also while he's flying around.
Not important.
Yeah, that's much cooler.
People can just do
It's
that.
so funny. Like, my first note is just like, I love the idea that because Max can fly, he's simply the best magician ever. No one else has used invisible wire before. Like, this is like, what? Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, but if I'm
Bars in
rating
hell.
a video game and I have to think up the best magic trick of all time, I'm probably going to struggle also.
The best magic trick of all time is like, I think it's making your entire self disappear in midair.
Catching the bullet in the teeth, that's pretty good.
I don't know if that's a magic trick. Also, that one's really easy to explain.
I am, go on.
You just have a bullet in your mouth already, and then when you look to the camera, you just pull it out from under your tongue and it's in your teeth. Sorry to break the magician's code, but
Spoilers!
You're going to magician jail.
you're going to magician hell.
Magician jail must be a nightmare because none of them can be contained within the bars. They'll just like walk straight through it or something, right?
Oh, no, you
Yeah,
just
that's fine.
use like a Faraday cage and that shuts it
got
off.
ya.
Yeah.
The only way you're allowed out of magician jail is to do a good enough magician's trick to impress the guard.
But the guard is extremely cynical.
Yeah, the guard.
The guard is
The one in the background of the detention center.
Yeah, for sure.
the guard is Pendulette.
So, we meet Max. That happens.
Mhm.
Who wants to tell us about Max Galactica?
So
He's pretty cool.
he's kind of cool, is the thing. And I think,
Yeah.
based on what everyone said, we were all like, oh man, this guy is kind of cool. Until he's not, but we'll get to that.
Literally, my first note, Max Galactica, I wish you were fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because you look at him and you're like, goddamn, cool. And then I'm like, unfortunately, I know him.
Yeah,
I know
he's got a
this
sick
man.
fit.
Yeah.
He's got like an open-chested jacket with like a card motif all over it, and he wears pink, and he's got like a big, poofy, long haircut.
So good.
But like, we don't actually get to meet him at first because like the start of this case is we're just hanging about, having a good time at the circus, and everyone's like, "Oh, I want to see them do all the animal tricks." And I was like, "Guys,
I
it's
mentioned a lot
20
of animal tricks. What is
Yeah, there's
going
a
on
lot
with
of
the
animal
animal welfare of this
Here's
place?
what we know about the day-to-day activities of the circus: monkey, lion, tiger,
No
clown.
lion.
Oh yeah, you're right. Monkey, tiger, clown.
There's an elephant.
There is an elephant. Monkey, lion, elephant, clown, guy on a wire. Those are the acts.
They used to
For
have
the whole
acrobats.
circus.
There's
They
eventually.
used to have acrobats, but boy, do they not have acrobats.
Well, they've got a singing like ventriloquist.
Oh yeah, I don't even like. If I went to a circus, if I went to a massive like big top tent circus, and I was like in the stands, like 100 feet away from the center of the stage, and a guy came out and started doing ventriloquism with a puppet, I would genuinely be so fucking mad.
I assume they have some kind of biking act because they have the giant like biker cage in the background when you're in the big top. And you wouldn't just have that there if you didn't have people to perform in it.
It's just a bunch of people to get the best times on their bike machines. And just be like,
No,
wow,
it's
he's
like
got really good cardio.
it's a big like ball-shaped cage that they like ride around on the inside of.
Scary.
And you have
Like
like
a
4
Thunderdome.
or 5 people and they get really close together and you're like, holy shit, this is dangerous as fuck. But it's cool at the same time.
Yeah, it's dangerous. And it's
I
also
think
cool.
all of those guys probably fucking died, given what
Yeah.
we know about the safety of this circus.
Jesus, this is fucking circus.
The first thing we learn about this circus is that they still use animals as part of their acts, which is, I think, like pretty illegal in most parts of the world nowadays.
Well,
When
this
does
was like
game take place
2002,
again?
keep in mind. So,
Actually, it's set in like 2016, so
but who could have foreseen this?
I could have foreseen animal
Who
rights.
thought any of this was a bad idea?
Yeah. Anyway, also, while you and Maya and Pearl are just like talking about the circus, there's this extremely obnoxious music that's playing, and I don't remember if it actually plays anywhere else in the case. Is it like Moe's theme? Or is it just only for this opening bit?
I actually don't remember.
I don't know
It
either.
was really
But
grating.
I really like the circus music in this case, so now I'm concerned we're talking about the same track.
I don't think we
Yeah,
are.
I thought it was the circus music.
I don't
Okay.
think we are. There's like this. I remember it like hurting my ears when I was listening to it, and I'm pretty sure it's only
Jesus.
for that scene. So yeah, you all have your good day at the circus, and then the next day, Phoenix is cleaning up the office and just talking about like, oh man, there's so much dusting I need to do. There's so much shit I need to clean. And then Maya shows up, and he's like, Maya, can you help me get the office clean for our clientele? And then Maya's like, hey Nick, you know that guy we saw perform yesterday in the sky in the circus? He killed a guy.
She's not that composed. She's like, Nick, holy fuck.
No, yeah, she's not.
Turn on the news right now.
It's very Turnabout Samurai in that way, which is fun.
Yeah.
The murder happened on TV.
Speaking of Turnabout Samurai, there's a new poster in the office.
That Turnabout Samurai poster has been there for ages.
No, there's a new one.
Another new one?
Yeah, there's a new... It's the new character from the Turnabout Samurai, the like new spin-off. They don't go into any detail about it, but there's a new poster in the office.
Huh.
Oh, that's cool.
I genuinely didn't notice that.
What would they name a character in Turnabout Samurai in a new series? They don't have very good naming conventions for that show.
Well, what was the next samurai? It was like
The Pink Princess?
the Pink Princess.
You want about
Bad
that
name.
Yeah, maybe. Well, okay. Well, that's two completely different things because we've got material samurai and now we've got color princess. So it can
Yeah, because I
really
was
be
gonna say
anything.
like Platinum Samurai or Platinum Princess. Or the villainous magistrate.
Anyway, there's a new poster. I don't know anything about it. They didn't tell me, but they said it was new.
one?
Anyway, so a guy dies. It's Russell Berry, the ringmaster of the Big Top Circus. He dies
It's
and
called
everyone...
the Berry.
The Berry Big Circus is what it's
The
called.
Berry Big
and I
Circus.
am never going to call it that again because that name is absolutely terrible. And even the characters in the game say, man, this is a really stupid name for a circus.
You mean Russell Berry of the Berry Big Circus has died?
Yeah, Russell Berry of the Flying Dingling Berries has died. Everyone blames Maximilian Valentine, and we are going to go see him in the detention center where he is in prison. That is what is happening. So we go see him in the detention center where he has been imprisoned for the crime of murder. And the first thing he does is he starts throwing a bunch of cards in your face, which is just what he does every time you talk to him. I think it's a really fun animation, but it's also just like, all I can think about is just a bunch of those cards hitting Phoenix in the face every time he tries to talk to him. It's very funny. I also did say when I first saw him, his talk sprite, that I'm priming myself for homophobic caricature central, and I think I was pretty dead on the money with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Second thing he does is be really creepy towards Maya.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope that's not gonna continue happening.
This scene is like walking into a firefight because there is stuff like coming from all over. There's the creepiness from Max, there's homophobia from Phoenix. It's like crazy
It's
in
a
there.
fucking shitstorm.
Correction, it's metrophobia.
No, that comes later, and that's
Oh,
from
yeah.
Maya.
It's all over the place with this one, isn't it?
Oh god.
Maya is also like, I don't know if classes is the right term for it, but she does a very similar thing than
Oh, yeah,
she does
you're
to
right.
Will Powers, where
Yeah.
she takes one look at Will Powers and she's like, he's ugly, so he must be a murderer. But in this case, Max has like a breakdown and like loses his composure and like it drops the
Yeah.
mask, and you find out that he's like always on with this persona, but actually he's just like this guy from quote unquote the country, like in a very similar way to how Lotta is, and we're just like, I don't know what that really means. And Maya's just like,
Yeah,
oh,
Maya gets
damn,
really mean about it.
guess he sucks actually.
Same scene, by the way. It's coming from all directions.
Maya, by the way, who we found out last time, lives in a village in the middle of fucking nowhere also.
Yeah. Notice that I didn't list her as one of the winners of this case.
Yeah, she found the golden cow, and we cannot pry her away from it.
So, gonna gloss over some of this. Max says he didn't do it, and Phoenix is like, alright, we'll take the case. Max does reveal that he has some cyclocs regarding a meeting that he had with Russell Berry the night of the murder, because he was the last person to see Russell alive. And that's about it, right?
Yeah, basically.
I like his little breakdown sprite where his like eyelashes are falling off.
It's
And
fun.
he looks so sad
So
and
good.
pathetic.
Oh. Sad Billy.
Does he mention about Regina in this scene? I don't remember.
No.
I don't think so.
He does say sweet Giebus.
Yeah, he does say. I think that's just his southern drawl coming out.
Yeah. It took me off guard.
It definitely took me off guard. And it will not be the first time that someone says something that takes me off guard in this case.
Yeah. Alright then. Should we go to the circus?
Yeah, if we have to.
Do you know what the first character we meet at the circus is? It's an incredibly detailed drawing of a tiger.
Oh.
Called Regent.
Hey.
Oh, wait. Did you go to the big top first?
I did, yeah.
I didn't. I went to like 5 different locations before.
I was wondering for a while. I was like, I felt like I should have run into Gumshoe by now.
It's literally one of the first things you say when you get to the circus. Is like, wow, this place is full of police. Let's go find one to talk to. And it's like, I wonder which member of the police force that we're going to end up talking to is. I wonder who it could be.
Well, he loves talking to us, and he loves giving us information that he shouldn't.
Exactly.
Well, no, I went to the
It's
big top
literally his
first. I'm at the
character trait.
circus. Where else am I going to go? Phoenix gets mauled by a tiger. You get a game over screen. You get like points come up. And you're like, wow, I guess I shouldn't have gone that way.
I guess I should have realized that going into the circus during the times where the circus acts aren't actually happening just means that animals are just like out and chilling, and it's kind of their space. And it was kind of rude of me to assume that I could just intrude on that because they're having their own time. But then it turns out that someone else is there, and she's allowed to hang out with the animals because she's an animal tamer, and had absolutely no problem with someone walking in and being mauled to death by a tiger.
Yeah. That's fine. Regent's just playing.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing bad
nothing
has
bad
ever
has
happened
ever-
with big cats in the circus
Exactly.
before. It's fine.
Here's Regina Berry.
Oh, here is her. Here is
Here she is.
How do we feel about Regina Berry?
Isn't she just delightful?
No.
A little bit suspicious.
Incredibly suspicious. So Regina Berry, if the name didn't give it away, is the daughter of the guy who died in this case. And if you present her father's profile to her, she's just like, oh yeah, that's my dad. He died. Bummer. Well, she doesn't say he died, but he's like, yeah, he's gone now. Ah, dang. Sucks that I can't talk to him soon. And I'm just like, well, 2 things. A, it can't be her because she's 16. And they wouldn't have a like underage person be the killer. I already tried thinking that Cody was going to be the killer in the Steel Samurai case, and that blew up in my face, even though I think it would have been really funny. And also, it seems way too obvious for someone who's just like, ah, man, kind of bummed out that my dad's gone, to be the person that actually killed their own dad.
I honestly think it would fit fine in this case if she killed him by accident, given everything fucking else that happened
Yeah.
with her. But yeah.
Yeah, that's true. If it was an accident. Honestly, if this entire case was just like the death was an accident, but it's this deep dive into the traumatic experiences that these circus performers have gone through, I'd be like, bravo,
Yeah.
Ace Attorney, you got me.
So we talked to Regina. Did she mention the proposals in this conversation?
Yeah, because she says to Maya, like, can I tell you a secret? And Maya's like, yeah. And they're like whispering, and Phoenix is like, oh, what's going on? And so
But we're not allowed to know about it.
we don't know exactly what happened, but I think Maya says something like, oh, 2 people confessed to her or something like that.
Yeah.
I think they mentioned Max and a character called Trilo.
Who we don't know yet, but we'll know
I
him.
don't know yet.
We'll know him.
We will know him.
Yeah, then we go and poke around Russell's office. There's
Wait,
a
I'm
lot
not done
going
here.
on. You're not done here?
No, I want to talk something about the art for this game.
Okay.
So when you're talking to Regina, you get a little box of art with Regent's face in it, like a really high-res tiger face. And it looks really weird in this game because it's like a pretty realistic rendering of a tiger where everything is all cartoony looking. And then you get some other ones of these in the game involving other animals. And I'm just realizing that like these are the kind of renders that looked way, way better crushed down on a tiny little screen. And seeing them blown up is really strange. It looks like they've been like airbrushed a little bit, especially with one of them that we'll meet later. But it's just something that kind of like threw me off a little is how realistic the tiger looked.
But Ro, can we talk about that one? Because when I found it in your notes, that sent me so fucking insane. That part of your
you
notes.
want to talk
made
about
me-
Potty Baby?
I already told Hera about this because I was just like, I can't deal with the fact that you've had Money the Monkey saved to your computer for 5 years without knowing that's who it was.
No, I genuinely didn't know.
It's so funny.
There's a character in this case called Money the Monkey, who is a monkey who steals shiny objects. But what's more important is that I have been friends with Money the Monkey for a very long time, and I did not know who he was. He found his way onto my computer in 2018. I think I saw a post that was actually just like, this is Money the Monkey reblog for money to come your way. And I was just really endeared by this little pixelated image of an orangutan wearing a potty hat. I saved it on my computer as Potty Baby and uploaded it as an emoji in multiple Discord servers. And ever since then, Potty Baby has been kept safe in my computer's emoji folder for a very long time, and never once did I think that he was a character from the Ace Attorney video game series, because I was like, this definitely doesn't look like the Ace Attorney art style.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
When I say that Ace Attorney has a cultural footprint beyond its means, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
The image I have of Potty Baby is also the image from the original game, where it does look like it does have those pixel lines, and it does just make him look so much better, because he looks kind of like weirdly fleshy in this version. It's very strange. Anyway, I think I also want to mention the fact that when you're talking to Regina, she like sparkles all the time, and it's very strange.
She does sparkle. I think that could just be her outfit, right?
It could be.
Spangles.
She does wear very sparkly outfits. That is an important thing.
She's just straight up a magical girl.
Yeah.
I mentioned this multiple times in my notes, but I do get the vibe that everyone in this case has like some kind of weird Danganronpa-esque power.
I mean, that's just what a circus is when you think about it.
It would happen in Danganronpa that the ultimate animal tamer would accidentally get like 3 people killed.
There must have been a circus performer in Danganronpa.
Oh, yeah. Or at least like an animal person, right?
There's a gymnast, I think.
No,
Does
there's an
that count?
animal tamer, but he mostly does
Oh,
guinea
yeah.
pigs, right? Or some shit like that.
They're hamsters, aren't they?
Yeah.
He's really good. He's one of my favorite characters.
Okay, well, we'll get to that when we're in our Danganronpa arc.
Could have been in
All
this
right,
for like
okay.
3 years.
Okay, where are we going next?
Talk to Koshi?
I went to Russell's office.
Went to Russell's office.
Talk
Okay.
to Maya in Russell's office. This is a Maya win scene, but I'm not saying it's not overwritten by other stuff, but actually,
She does a
maybe
crime.
this is the time when she does call someone metrosexual, but still.
Very
it is
metrosexual.
literally.
But also,
Yeah, Maya
she wants
comes out
to
of this
steal
one neutral.
stuff, and she's right.
She does
so
steal.
it's, balances out.
It's very funny. There is a lot going on with interacting with stuff in this scene. And for me, the very first thing I noticed was the little portrait on the desk. I'm pretty sure it is supposed to be Russell and Regina, but because of how low res it is, I genuinely thought it was a picture of Dr. Ivar Robotnik and Maria from Sonic Adventure 2.
Do you
And
want to know
also-
something, Ro?
Yeah,
I think does this predate Sonic Adventure 2?
it might.
Wow, they based it on Russell and Regina Berry from Ace Attorney case.
I don't think
Turnabout
it
Big
does.
Shot.
I think it's a year after.
They're the same character. I mean, they're both interested in robots, right?
Yeah. I thought I'd stumbled onto a clue here. As
What
if
do
you
you
look
mean?
up in the top right of the office, there is a bunch of plaques that are thanking Russell for his charitable contributions towards the Robot Clown Research Center. And I thought, he's trying to automate these people out of a job. That's a clear motive.
I actually want to read something from your notes from later further down, because I, again, as soon as I saw this, freaked out. But this time I sent it straight to Devon and was like, are you
Oh my
fucking kidding me?
God. I was
So,
screaming.
this is you trying to theorize on the case. I think it's, it's right at the beginning of Act 2. It says, I don't really have much of a theory for this one. Everything I come up with, the reason is always so much more petty than I can imagine. So that's why I think Mo did it, because Russell was trying to replace him with a robot. And so far I'm like, okay, this is really funny. It's not much. I do think the puzzle of no footprints in the murder scene is fun, though. I wonder if maybe the box was a way to lure Russell into position, and then the murderer dropped something on him. But then it would have had to have been from Acro's room, not Mo's. And I'm like, you can't keep fucking doing this.
I mean, to be
So
clear,
fucking good.
I did think it was going to be Acro because he's the only character you don't meet in the first day
You
of the
never meet the
investigation.
killer in the first day.
Well, that's not true in Ace Attorney, but yeah. I said this
You never
to
meet the killer
Devon,
in the
and we
first
like
day.
talked about it, and we were making a joke about it, and then a couple of days later, I was talking to you one-on-one,
Yeah.
and you hadn't played the rest of the case, and you were just like, yeah, it's weird, like, I really have no idea what's going on. And I was saying that, like, I know you do. I know you do. You just don't know you do.
And then within like 10 minutes of day 2, you meet the murderer and find out about the murder weapon.
So fucking
So I was like, yeah, okay, all right.
The timing on this
You never
case is
meet the
really
killer on the
funny.
first day unless you meet every character on the first day.
That's true. But then how would you know whether you've met every character or not?
Well, they did specifically
getting
mention
to the second
Acro.
day.
You go to his room.
That is
Yeah,
true.
you go to his room, but you don't meet him.
In this case, you do know there is someone hanging around who you do not know.
So yeah, I thought Mo did it because he was going to get replaced by a robot, okay?
I also thought Mo did it
that'd
at
be good.
first for similar reasons, but I didn't read that much into the Robot Clan research thing.
Can I say something? I didn't initially put the like original characters for this case in the winners and losers. I think Mo is the only winner.
Yeah. You know what? You might be right.
Mo is the most winner out of all the original characters in this case. That's
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
crossing a very low bar.
He's limboing under a bar that is at like neck height.
A really, really bad first impression through to maybe the first half of the case, and then turns the corner, I think.
Yeah, but we'll get
Tis
to
of a
Mo
clown.
in a second. Because another thing that I wanted to mention is the mustache that's on the dressing room cabinet in the Ringmaster's room. He's just got like a spare whole mustache lying on his cabinet. No one comments on this.
No one comments on that.
No
they,
one
they comment on
acknowledges this.
how well he takes care of himself.
Very metrosexual. But just the idea that that mustache is fake and he's just like completely bald. Considering like what the shape of his head is, if he was just a head, he would look like a minion.
Oh,
And that
no.
and that makes me deeply uncomfortable.
That's very, very Maya of you to say that.
Hey, I don't live in their world. I can blame this on video game design, not genetics.
Okay, let's go the other way. Let's go to the staff accommodation. What's it called? The staff lodge?
The
The,
lodging
s-
house?
the slodge.
The lodge.
We're heading to the slodge.
No, I don't want to go there.
We're heading to the slodge.
The Gumshoe's
Who's
here.
at the sludge? Gumshoe's here. We love him. He is not in a good mood,
Very
though.
sad little man.
He's so
Oh.
sad.
I love a sad man, I'm not gonna lie. I love my sad gumshoe. He had some real quotes during this scene. Well, I'd rather not be working, but with crime, you don't choose your own hours. And however, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. This man is so close to quitting his job. Like,
People keep fucking dying, and it turns out I'm still on the homicide desk, and I can't do
remember who
anything
it
about it
was.
because I'm trapped here by circumstance.
Oh, it's Ro. Made a note of the fact that if you present Gumshoe his own picture, he's just like, man, I look like shit in that picture. I'm so tired.
did
Everything
that as
sucks.
well.
It's really funny.
not only is he struggling with the weight of constantly investigating murders, his boss keeps beating him with a whip. Not a great time. Not a great time at all for our man Gumshoe.
We do some reminiscing here, right? About our old friend in red.
Yeah.
Oh.
The dead guy.
The dead
Yeah.
guy.
Phoenix once again
Don't-
yells at Maya and
don't
is like,
speak his
never speak his name in front of me ever again.
Never say his name in my presence, fool.
We've been through this, Phoenix. Stop, chill out, be normal.
Phoenix,
Yeah,
don't
don't
call me
shout at
sweetie.
Gumshoe.
That's gay. Don't ever say this man's name to me again. I will get too flustered.
And he's like, I'm not gonna tell you who the witness is. But he does live on the first room of the lodging house. So
I'm gonna give you a tasty little hint. One of my classic gumshoe hints that I'm not supposed to tell you.
I think if you go there right away, he's not there, right?
He's not there, no, but you can look around his room, and I think all of the things you look at are the same.
This clown has destroyed so much equipment.
He's a professional pratfaller, is the thing.
He has like a whole half of his room dedicated to destruction.
Yeah. Well, he's got a lot of emotional issues, I think.
And the other half is clown costumes.
His wardrobe, full on display for all to see. They keep
It's
talking
like
about
historical
his pajamas.
collection of on the wall he has like 6 separate clown costumes.
No, but they also talk about his pajamas like they're loud and eccentric clown costume looking pajamas, but
Yeah, they're just lying on
pajamas.
the bed.
They're just pajamas.
But then
They're
on
just
the wall
regular
above
ass
the bed,
pajamas.
there's 6 separate. They're kind of banned. They're good. Maybe the pajamas are clown-like.
Maybe all pajamas are clown-like. I'm wearing pajamas right now that have stars all over them. That could be considered
clown-like.
clown pajamas. Yeah.
Mine are
I'm
unfortunately
halfway
not
there, baby. Do you
clown-like.
want to
I've
hear a
got
joke about Mexican
plaid ones.
pizza?
That one passed me by, I think.
Really? Because I think that's a mandatory part of the conversation later on in this case.
There's so much going on in this case. You've got to let some of it slide by you or you'll lose it. It's like a, sort of a H.P. Lovecraft situation, which is ironic because of H.P.
It's-
Lovecraft.
Yeah. Yikes.
Okay, so Mo's not here.
But like the next thing you do is talk to him, isn't it? Because he was there
No,
when I went
you-
there after I went to talk to Gumshoe. Oh no, you go to
To the entrance.
Ben first?
You do meet Ben.
Yeah.
you meet Ben first. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Ben Woodman. What's up with Ben?
He's a quiet guy.
He doesn't really want to talk to you because he needs his puppet. And then I was immediately like, okay, he's Scarface from the Batman series.
I mean, sure, yeah.
Literally.
There's a little more going on with Scarface.
Yeah, but that's because he's had an entire legacy where he's had a character that can exist. This is some pervert that's been crammed into a 3-hour case and is also like a C-tier involvement with everything that's going on.
Well, hold on. Is he the pervert or is Trilo the pervert?
We'll get into this.
No, I can't.
Let's get into a deep philosophical discussion about the id, the ego, and the superego.
Yeah.
So Ben Woodman is a man who refuses to converse unless he is in the pleasant company of his terrible, terrible little puppet. Has there ever been a ventriloquist? I'm genuinely asking. Has there ever been a ventriloquist who isn't just like a massive piece of shit? Because the only famous ventriloquist I know is Jeff Dunham.
Right, yeah.
And let me tell you, the bar is like underground. I just need a guy to be just a normal dude who can also make a puppet.
There was that guy with the emu.
This is nothing to me, Hera.
Is that
You haven't
like
seen
a
that guy?
I know who
Yeah,
you're
the
talking
British
about.
guy, yeah.
person? Yeah.
I don't
I have
know
no
who
idea
this
what the
is.
person.
I'm not going to look him up just because I don't want to invite tragedy into my house. Or
Bad news, Hera. That wasn't an emu. It was actually a milkshake duck. Got him.
Well, we don't know this guy's a piece of shit yet because we haven't returned his puppet to him, so he hasn't really said anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. At the
Yeah.
moment, he is simply an extremely nervous man.
Yeah, right now he's Mika the Meekins, and we have to go talk to a clown. And okay, we talk to Ben, and then we go back to Mo's room, and then we get to talk to Mo. Guys, how do we feel about Mo from this first impression?
Mo is exhausting to talk to.
I know. Before we get into like how he talks, I want you guys to tell me how you feel about his design.
I love it.
I hate it.
In Turnabout Breakdown 1.0,
I love his carrot hat.
his design made me suddenly think, hang on a minute, I have to do some Googling about clowns, which is how I learned that most clown makeup is just minstrel bullshit.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
Yeah.
Great at all.
well, that's some context.
Yeah, a lot of clown makeup does stem from minstrelsy, and it's very obvious when you see a character like Mo with his very creepy eyes and his very big lips and his stupid fucking hat.
I like his hat. I like his outfit. The rest of it is the problem.
The hat is the thing that pisses me off the most. It makes me so uncomfortable that his hat seems to have some kind of autonomy to it. Like, his hat, for context, he is a clown. He is a clown who is wearing a clown outfit and wears clown makeup, but he also has a hat that has a mouth on it, and that mouth is holding a carrot on a stick. But the mouth also, like, does different things in different talk sprites. So it, like, smiles and frowns and stuff like that, and it just makes me really uncomfortable every time. That thing shouldn't ever move. And it would make more sense. I don't need his outfit to be a reflection of his ever-changing attitude towards the circumstance at hand. It needs to be representative of the facade that he feels he has to uphold at all times. Because this man is addicted to being a clown. He has no off switch, and I could not be alone in a room with this guy. He does not stop. I genuinely, what was it I said in my notes? Talking to this man feels like I've been talking to someone who's dying from Joker gas exposure.
God.
Like, he is so desperate to try and make you laugh. It's like painful.
I like
I've hung out with people like this before.
That is upsetting.
because later on, like, he does kind of break character and is just like very miserable and is like, my
He
wife
gets
left
better
me or
as the
whatever the
case
fuck.
goes on.
And then like later on he tries to take responsibility for the circus and all that kind of thing. And that kind of stuff is kind of honestly bland to me, but I feel like it's a good like counterbalance to this where I'm just like, oh, he's trying so hard. I don't know, there's something about Mo that I do find kind of endearing, honestly.
Like, overall, looking at the case now that it's over, I do find Mo more endearing, but, like, this initial introduction just made me need to be as far away from him as quickly as possible. He seems like, you know how you have those characters in TV shows? Like, the only example I can think of off the top of my head is, like, the bard that follows the Witcher around in the Witcher TV show. And he's like, oh, you're so annoying, I hate you, stop following me around. Mo would be like my version of that. Please just leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think. Wait, someone being shadowed by a malevolent clown is really good. Actually, I like this.
Put that in the pins for our next tabletop session.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Don't let it be me.
I really like the line where Phoenix says, this is like some Faustian nightmare. Phoenix doesn't know who Faust is.
This is what I find so funny because you were like losing your mind over this and some other lines like earlier on this week, and it's so funny because it's so like stuff that we have been going so hard on. Phoenix doesn't know anything about culture, and then suddenly he fucking does in this case. It's really funny.
It's so strange.
He speaks a full line in French later in this case.
He says au contraire, mes amis, which I feel like is something anyone could pick up on just through like cultural osmosis.
He says
Yeah, if
mon
you have any
frère.
culture,
Oh,
but he
mon frère.
doesn't,
Au
so that's
contraire,
why
mon
it's
frère.
fucked
Yeah,
up.
he has zero culture.
I feel like he read it in like a fucking newspaper comic. It was in like Calvin and Hobbes, and he was like, I didn't.
I mean,
get
Calvin
the-
and
I didn't
Hobbes
get the
would talk
joke."
about Faust, so
Very good point.
We've solved the
No
discrepancy.
culture, except for Faust.
Also, someone says the line while you're talking to Mo, how can you fault someone for being born that way? I think it's Mo who says that, right?
Oh, yeah, because I think Maya says, I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo. Because in order to get Mo to give you information, you have to tell a joke. And, yeah, doesn't land well.
Phoenix
Yeah.
tells a joke about his own name. He's like, I'm a lawyer because I'm
Yeah.
always right. And I can't imagine, you can't tell me that Phoenix Wright understands pun names. Like, he can't be looking at the world and being like, that guy's called Dead Man, and he died. He can't
Wow,
comprehend
coincidence.
that. That's not allowed. That's not allowed.
In my defense, in the current circumstance, I did not pick up on Mo's pun name until the second day of this case.
oh really? I was on it right away.
I saw that and I was jealous that you were so attentive. Because every time I see one of these puns, I'm expecting it to be complete dog shit. And,
Oh, we
and
got
having
one coming.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
yeah.
one coming. We got a few coming, actually. So like anything that requires a modicum of effort, I'm just like surprised by it. And that's why I didn't think about it right away. But yeah, I don't like talking to this guy. But in order to get information out of him, Phoenix does have to tell him a joke. And he hates all of the jokes that Mo tells him. And Mo does say, sometimes my jokes are a bit old-fashioned, which explains some of the more questionable things he tries to make jokes out of later on. And Phoenix tells a very, very terrible joke. And then for the first time in the entire case, you see Mo just look like so fucking unamused. like this entire time, he's been like this loud, obnoxious, super annoying, eccentric, never stopping clown. So having you just hit with this sprite of him looking like, come the fuck on, dude. Like his expression
Like,
just
I,
reading
as
is
a
nothing
player,
but
feel
complete disappointment.
insulted.
Like it's
Yeah.
so funny. Like, genuinely, that moment on its own endeared me to Mo in a single instant more than I think any other point in this case.
Mo points us in the direction of the cafeteria.
Wait, there's one other thing, too.
Oh yeah?
When you talk to Mo about Max.
Hates that guy's guts.
Yeah.
He fucking hates that guy.
He fucking hates that guy. So you don't know a lot about Max, aside from, like, your first conversation with him. So you know he's a creep, and you know he's really, really arrogant.
That's all you
He
need
thinks
to
of
know,
himself as
honestly.
like God's gift to wizardry. But then you talk to Mo about him, and then he's like, I'm gonna be honest, Mr. Wright, I want that guy to die. He straight up says he is truly a disgusting human being. And I love how candid Mo can be in the position that he's in as someone who is never not being a clown.
The thing is, and I do have to unfortunately clarify this, he's not talking about Max being a creep. And the reason I have to say that is because
No,
the
he's
game
not.
sees no issues in what Max is doing, and
No,
it's bad.
it is fascinating. And there are so many ways this could have been fixed, but
But it wasn't.
we don't. No, but it wasn't, is the thing. He also mentions that he's divorced because he literally can't stop being a clown.
Married to the job.
And then at some point, Phoenix says a word that I'm not going to repeat because he does straight up just say an ableist slur.
He does say that.
Yeah. While Mo is practicing his pratfalls, Phoenix decides to flex his muscles and display some ableism.
Not
Really
for the last
getting it
time.
on the vibe of this
Not for the
game.
last time. There's so much going on all the time. And I, honestly, out of all the interactions I had so far, this one was the least surprising. I was like, yeah, I think Phoenix would think that was an okay thing to think.
This is what I'm saying about my thesis of this really cementing Phoenix's character.
Yeah.
Phoenix is like just a normal guy.
He's just
Yeah.
a
But
regular
But he's
guy.
kind of a piece of shit, and I feel like we've been on that since episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this case serves to cement that.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go to the cafeteria. It looks like a bomb has hit it.
Damn, bitch, you live like this? It's in a bad
we
state.
also find out from Mo that we need to get the puppet to give to Trilo. Just
Yes.
clarify that.
No, you mean to give to Ben.
Sorry. Oh, God.
What an embarrassing faux
I
pas,
hate my
Ben.
life. I fucking hate my life. I hate this fucking puppet. Anyway, continue.
So you go to the cafeteria, it sucks here. There's a broken
It's really
bottle on
bad.
the floor. We check that out. Is that it? Is that what we do here?
Literally,
Yeah.
that's all you do here, yeah. There is nothing
And
else
now
to look
we
at.
have everything we need to break Max's sight locks. Psych
Yes.
locks.
Psycho killer.
And I'm taking this really seriously because these psych locks kicked my ass last case.
I smashed the Cyclops in this case. I was very proud of it.
I made one mistake, and I kind of saw this happening a while off, because while I was solving Max's Cyclops, I noticed that for each successive lock that you have to break, each one does more damage to your thing than the last.
I also noticed this, and I
Yes.
started to feel a deep fear.
I think it did that in the previous case as well.
I'm sure it did, yeah.
Yeah.
But it goes from like 2 up to 5, which
yeah,
is
at most it will
crazy.
do half of your health.
too much in my opinion. Well, we'll get around to that on day 2.
Going to the detention center and talking to Max and busting down his Cyclops. So the whole thing with Regina, like, I was uncomfortable at first, but I was skeptical that it was actually like, oh, I'm in love with this child. Because that's what the situation is. Because he never explicitly says anything about it being like a romance when you first talk to him. And even though the wording was very heavily leaning towards it, I was foolishly willing to give this game the benefit of the doubt. But in this, he's straight up like, oh yeah, that 16-year-old, I'm going to propose to her. And nobody has a problem with this whatsoever. Max, by the way, is 22 years old. Or 21 years old. Either way, bad feeling.
Bad. Very bad.
She's my sweetie pea.
Where are my fucking sweetie peas?
What's his name? Max. If you search Max Galactica on the wiki, it just comes up as Billy Bob Jones.
Awesome. That's good.
That's kind of
Oh,
fucked. We should be. Hey,
It's kind of fucked up.
hey.
It just took me off guard.
God.
We don't gotta be calling people by their birth
wild.
names out here. Jesus.
Yeah, seriously. So the gist of the Cyclops is that Max and Ben had a falling out where Max hit Ben over the head with a bottle. The falling out was over trying to win the hand in marriage of a 16-year-old girl.
Correct.
And here's the thing.
Insane.
Max didn't hit Ben over the head with a bottle because he thought it was more inappropriate for a 32-year-old man to try and win the hand of a 16-year-old girl. He just didn't want the competition.
So deranged.
And then he stole Trilo away and hid him in Russell's office.
And reveals that the puppet's full name is in fact
Triloquist.
Ben,
Ben
Triloquist.
Triloquist.
That is going up on the shelf as the worst one they've ever done.
I don't know if that's the worst one I ever did. They ever did, but I did let out a scream in the notes on that one.
I saw. I can't think of a worse one off the top of my head that they have done.
Off the top of my head, no, but my memory's bad, so it could be.
I think its highest competition is Salmonella, for sure.
That one's
Salmonella's
pretty bad,
bad, yeah.
Triloquist is a stage name. I feel like it's just Ben being, like, very unimaginative.
yeah.
His mom called him Salmonella. What the fuck was she thinking?
It's like
Tough break.
that, you know, he turned into that thing because that was his name. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy.
That's how it works in Ace Attorney, so...
I think it is literally how it works in Ace Attorney.
That's all the evidence we have points to this as a conclusion.
Everyone becomes the thing that their name is most associated with.
Yeah.
He wasn't actually... Ben found that puppet, and it was already named Triloquist.
What? His name is Ben Woodman.
Yeah, and that's why he's so fucking rigid and unconversational all the time. Because he is like wood.
You go to the office, you find this puppet. It looks, it's so funny compared to the hyper-realistic animal drawings. This is just like a little guy.
Little shitty guy. I don't like this puppet. I think this is a bad-looking puppet.
Does Trilo have his own intro in the wiki? Yeah, he does.
Does he
Of
really?
course he does.
Yeah.
He doesn't even get his own
I'm gonna have
profile in the
words
case
with the
notes.
Ace Attorney wiki people, I think. What are you doing?
No, listen, you don't get it.
Two
they're different guys.
back-to-back bad decisions.
Wait, can you justify it by Scarface having a different entry in the Batman wiki than the guy who puppeteered
I mean, Scarface
Scarface?
absolutely does.
I don't know enough about Batman to take this up with the wiki people, whereas I do know one or two things about Ace Attorney. I did come up with a theory halfway through this case, which is like, what if Trilo just is a haunted puppet? Because we know ghosts exist, and I think it would genuinely be a better game if that was true.
Yeah.
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 But it's not, so...
Haunted by a bastard, I
Yeah.
think that would be better. Instead, we just have...
I mean, he is, and that bastard's name is Ben Woodman.
Ben Woodman is a horrible, horrible
Yeah.
man.
I do really like the animation of when they're fighting, when Ben and Trilo are fighting.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
Trilo
Trilo's
beats
Yeah.
the shit out of him.
I wish I could do that to them too. So I was thinking to myself when this all happened, I was like, okay, they're doing the fucking, like, the puppet is a guy, the puppeteer is another guy thing. I was like, okay, that's fucking stupid, but, like, I prefer that than Ben talking to Regina directly about any of these feelings that he has, which would be so much worse. But then it turns out that Trilo is also just, like, an absolute raging misogynist anyway.
Yeah. Like, truly revolting.
Yeah, like
stuff
like
he said.
genuinely despicably disgusting.
Ugh,
like wants
it's
to
so fucking bad.
who wants to take Regina as property to like own
Yeah.
her in through marriage. It's crazy.
Cannot stress enough that this is a
Ugh.
puppet.
This is a puppet.
The very last thing, I think, before the trial, we meet a monkey. We meet famous Party
Aw.
Babey of 2018 fame.
Party baby.
So this is Party Babey, and he's a monkey.
Is this, we go back to the big top again,
Yeah, you go back to the big top.
and you get attacked by a different
Yeah,
animal?
Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
The second time you go to a big top, you get eviscerated by a different animal, and every time you get to go there, it's a new and fresh experience, and that's why it's so popular. But yeah, this guy and Maya get along really well because they both love to steal.
What does Money the Monkey steal?
A wedding ring.
Oh my god.
Well, he stole
Nope.
a wedding ring earlier, but right now he steals
He's
Phoenix
steal-
Wright's
oh, right now
badge,
he
the
steals Phoenix
biggest
Wright's
tragedy
badge.
of the
Yeah.
whole
Phoenix's
case.
most treasured possession.
How is anyone gonna know that he's a
polishes it
lawyer if
every
he doesn't
day.
have that badge? He polishes it every day.
How will they know?
Yeah.
This monkey is committing crime.
And also they say that Monkey doesn't actually like perform at the circus, I think.
Yeah.
No, because he doesn't get along with Regina.
Yeah, he just kind of hangs
Sounds
around.
fine.
That's just Party
Steals.
Baby.
That's Party Baby.
In the evidence for this case, if you look at Money, he says that Money's job is to look after Acro.
Which doesn't seem
Oh,
appropriate.
Okay.
Not really.
No.
So,
Yeah. Anyway,
Not at all.
after his badge gets stolen, Phoenix says the line, like sand through an hourglass, so are the days of the circus. Which I think is a joke from a sitcom, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, I need to check something. Okay, it could be a reference to Days of Our Lives, but it's hard to tell. That quote is mostly attributed to the American sitcom, or rom-com, Days of Our Lives, which is what I thought it was. Because the original quote is like sand through the hourglass, so these are the days of our lives. I want to have a talk with the people who wrote this case. And just ask them what they were thinking.
Well, they're about to do their best work.
They're about to do their best work because it's Monkey Monday, motherfucker.
We go and talk to a bunch of people, and they lead us to Akro's room, which is where Money lives. What does this room look like?
Baron.
/ male living spaces, except you also have a monkey who loves to steal shiny things.
Tell us about what is in this pile of things that Money has stolen.
Trombone.
That's a great question. There's a trombone in there. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Trombone.
Everyone
I don't remember
remembers the
anything
trombone.
It's so big.
It's very big. This monkey is jacked.
There's a tire and a baseball, neither of which are shiny. Oh, the baseball I think belongs to Acro because there's a baseball.
I don't think the tire was stolen because I'm pretty sure it's like chained.
I'm sorry,
to
the
the ceiling.
basketball?
The basketball I think belongs to Acro because there's a hoop, and also the tire is attached. So
Did anyone examine the hoop?
Yeah, the basketball belongs to Money.
Did anyone examine
That
the
we know
basketball
for sure.
hoop?
Oh, I examined the hoop, Hera, and this is probably one of the stupidest sequences of dialogue that this case has so far.
What does Maya say about this hoop?
Maya says that monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk.
No, that's not what she says first.
That's
She
not what
says
she says
monkeys
first.
live life above the rim. You
That's
know?
true. There's nothing in
So
the
which
rules that
Felix
says an
says-
orangutan can't play basketball.
You think this monkey has got proverbial game?
And that's when Maya says that monkey doesn't fake the flunk on a nasty dunk. Look, I just want to talk. I just want to find out what was going through your head when you decided to write that.
It was genius. It was the best line they've written in the entire game.
Was it? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Did you read that and think, yes, this is literature?
I was ROFL.
LOL.
What else is in this pile? There's some kind of like balancing pole, I assume. Wheel rims. There's an
Symbols?
exhaust pipe. There's
And
symbols.
there's a bottle.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff in this pile, including now an attorney's badge.
We get that back. We steal it back.
We swipe it.
We steal that back.
Phoenix gets like really jealous of how well Acro makes his bed.
It's not even true. Look at it. It's
strange
just got like a
man.
weird like sheet on top of it. It's not tucked in or anything.
Yeah, it's like a poorly fitted sheet on a
He's
regular
got one
bed.
pillow. Acro. There's 4 identical polo shirts folded on top of it. Acro does not wear a polo shirt, by the way, and one single
He
pair
barely
of
wears
socks. Why? Who did this art? I want to talk about something. This seems like a good time to talk about it because upon finding out that Acro exists, where I was like, there's too many fucking characters in this case. I think it's very funny because last time Ro and Hera had a debate about whether there was going to be a certain clan in this case, and there isn't, but there are so many other fucking freaks in this case instead. So at the time I was sitting there thinking, there are many clans, but not the clan that we are looking for.
Characters we have been introduced to so far. Russell, the guy who was murdered. Regina, Mo, Woodman, Max, obviously. Trilo,
Obviously.
if you want to count him as a separate character. Regent, Money, and that's it. That's 9 characters if you include the animals, if I counted that right.
Yeah. And then we also get Acro and Bat later.
Yes. I want you guys to remember that in the last case we played, I think there were 4 characters.
Yeah,
There's a lot.
there's a lot.
There's a lot.
They really went in on, like, we're gonna have a big cast, we're gonna have a big mystery, it's gonna be, like, a completely different vibe. And it was so many things that we had talked about previously that I was like, this is so funny that it's happening now, of all times, alongside everything else that's going on.
What if Columbo was made by a guy that made me want to eat glass?
What if? Well, I think we know.
Okay, so that's the end of the investigation. We're going into court. The heart of this mystery lies in that Russell Berry was murdered outside in the snow, and there is no set of footprints for the killer.
Whoa, where'd they go?
So everyone's assumption is that it was Max because he could fly. So they were like, clearly he floated over there and killed him.
And also there are 2 eyewitnesses to that.
My
end.
assumption the whole time was always just the killer probably just stepped in the footprints of the other person.
But that, yeah, I guess if you like walk backwards away, yeah, that was fine. I mean, I guess I'd nailed this. So, yeah, let's go to court.
You meet Max in the lobby and he says before he goes on stage he needs to drink a bunch of milk. I don't know what this is, but it's a recurring bit for his character that he needs to drink a bunch of milk before he goes on stage. I really don't get it.
This is a setup for a callback that's really cute when it happens.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think it's
well,
cute as well.
I don't remember. Everyone gets him milk later on, but
You do remember. You just doesn't mean anything to
I
you.
didn't think that was cute. I don't give a shit about him. I don't care if he wants to drink milk. I want to drink milk.
What's really funny is that one of the characters that gives him milk is Mo, who we've established fucking hates him.
Yeah.
He feels better about it at the end of the case when everyone's like, "Oh man, my true intentions and my feelings have been exposed. They're the truth of this matter lie at the heart of the public court of opinion, and I'm gonna come out of this a newer, better, gooder person." And then everyone turned around and was like, "Hey, are you guys ready to propose to that 16-year-old?" And everyone was like, "Yeah, that's awesome. Let's do that and leave."
Yeah, that does happen.
Anyway, we go to court and we meet Francesca again because she is at court today with us, fighting us in our court fight.
And she's definitely going to win this time, and it's
Oh,
going to be
Fran.
so humiliating for us. And the last one did not count. It's so over for us now.
I got something to say about Francisca here.
Yeah, please.
I was kind of expecting some kind of development from her. We really don't get it in this case.
There is
I don't
one
think she needs
really
it.
important conversation.
Yeah, we do learn a bit about her motives later on, but certainly not in the courtroom.
I don't think she needs it. She kicks ass. Anyway, she...
I don't like her, if I'm being honest.
What?
God forbid women do anything, Hera.
I know
women.
it's the whip bit grew old on me really fast. And
Here's the thing. I'll take anything right now. I have so little to cling on to.
Who is continuously beating people, least problematic person in this case.
Unironically, yes.
So true.
So true.
yes, Sean.
But yeah, there were multiple times throughout this case, both the times you're in court, where Maya mentions the fact that you sent her dad to be killed. And it's like so weirdly heavy in comparison to everything else that's going on. It's just like, hey, I've been talking to a clown and a ventriloquist and a lion tamer and a monkey and a bunch of these weird eccentric characters. Hey, Phoenix, that prosecutor that you're going to see in court today, her dad is dead because of you, so she might be holding a grudge. Watch out for that one.
Fuck her. She hit me with a whip until I passed out. I'll say what I want.
They have to set it up because it's subverted later, but as I've mentioned multiple times, sometimes people didn't play the first game, so they have to be like, yeah, remember when you killed her dad? Well, kind of important. Anyway, Gumshoe's here. He loves testifying.
Hey.
First of all, Judge passes a judgment on what's called Max. Pretty based.
Yeah, I did. What did I write? I hope the judge at my inevitable trial calls me by my stage name. Judge more based than the Ace Attorney wiki we've learned today. That's important.
Yeah.
Does he say that he wants to propose to Regina? Yeah, he does. Remember in the first case when they were like, this
my
guy's so
God.
friendly and lovable?
Yeah.
I think he's just succumbing to peer pressure.
I don't think that's an excuse.
I don't think that's an excuse. No.
I think that this is a very sick old man.
I don't think he should be up there.
I don't think he should be up there.
This entire court system is a farce. It's just two people arguing at each other and then a guy who shows up and hits a bit of wood with a hammer.
It's true.
This is a kangaroo court.
Yes. Yes.
All right, well, here's a ventriloquist is about to testify.
Oh, fucking hell. And boy, does this fucking guy have some shit to say. I'm so mad.
I didn't make any note. The only note I made about this whole section is I do like when the puppet explodes.
I do like when
Yeah,
the puppet
very
explodes.
I wish he stayed exploded, but unfortunately he couldn't reconstitute himself from constituent parts like Cell from Dragon Ball Z. I do like a lot of the lines that are said in these conversations. I took screenshots of many of them. This is also the part where the judge says the line verbatim, I guess you're right, just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. Like, I mean, hey, he's technically not wrong. I wish he was. But then, hey, Phoenix makes jokes about how he's stupid, and we all laugh and we giggle.
So true.
Yes.
That's fine. Everything's fine. Oh god, this is just a room of terrible people.
Basically, this entire testimony boils down to Ben. I'm not gonna say Trilo. Trilo does most of the talking, but I am not gonna attribute anything to him. Ben being like, I saw Max heading towards the place where the murder happened, so who else could it possibly have been? I didn't ever take my eyes off that whole area, and it could have been anyone else. And then we slowly find out that he was about to propose to Regina, and he had a wedding ring or an engagement ring, and it got stolen by money, and so he in fact did not fucking look at all. And also, we kind of are like, also, don't you fucking hate Max? Like, don't you have a really good excuse for lying? And he's like, never mind. And that's it. That's the end of his whole testimony.
It was really
Do
completely
we even
useless.
speak to him again? Like, ever? Does he come back?
Not really,
He
no.
doesn't.
Even, like, in the second day, when you have, like, new things to talk to people about, he doesn't give a shit about any of them.
Yeah, he speaks to you right at the beginning, and then he just stands there for the rest of the case.
God.
You could extract this entire character from this case and throw him in the garbage, and
Yeah.
nothing would be lost.
Nothing would have changed.
And then, like, the reason that people hate Max could be because he's a fucking freak, and then it would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
It's a real competition out there. It's a competitive market for freaks.
It's also just like a really weird thing in the narrative between like Trilo and Max where like, listen, they're both fucking dreadful human beings. However, like Trilo is like so much nastier than Max. Like Max is kind of arrogant, but like Trilo is genuinely a prick. But everyone hates Max. And people are just kind of like, oh yeah, and then Ben's there. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What? I don't understand.
I think it's because Max is, like, actively mean and hostile to everyone.
Also, he's the guy bringing in all the big bucks, so everyone's, like, jealous of him, which,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to do with that, but it's...
Remember when, like, the only concerns we had were, like, oh man, I hope Maya doesn't, like, turn into her sister. And now we have to deal with everything that's going on in this case. And I'm like, man, I don't like that. I don't want to say I'd prefer the other thing. I think it's all bad.
Ben also tells us about Max's 3 signature icons, which end up being really
A little bit of crowd participation.
a lot of crowd participation.
Ooh. Just like you wanted.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's some of that in this case.
Yeah.
True. And also failed crowd participation.
I think this section, there's a part where Max speaks here, and I feel like this is the first time that the defendant has actually spoken out without being in the witness stand.
Oh, I think I missed that bit.
Yeah, he makes a jab at Ben.
So petty. Petty.
And I just think it was really, really surprising that this is maybe the first time it's happened. It might not be. Someone can call me out on that, but
I think
I don't
might have
know.
happened
it
before.
took me off guard.
Should we go into the testimony of a good clown, a lovable stooge, Larry
Mo?
Curly Moe?
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Are we all ready for that psychologically? Because he's about to get very upset.
He's about to get
Did we
also,
find
like-
out what was in the box yet?
Yes.
Yes, I think Gumshoe
Yeah,
told
no,
us.
I mentioned it earlier in my notes.
So when Russell was found, he was found on top of a big wooden box. And it was locked, and we couldn't get into it. So Gumshoe took it away to try and open it. And is it during his testimony he says what's in it?
Yeah, I believe that's true.
I think it's before
so,
that,
yeah.
actually.
Sure. Well, it's a pepper shaker.
Yeah. From
kinda
the
weird.
cafeteria. Kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Did anyone have any inkling as to what this would be before you find out what it was? Like, what it was used for?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Not now, but before
Oh,
they
okay.
reveal it in day 2.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, here's a clown.
Here's a clown. Mo has a weird quirk in that he turns into a sound box every time he gets whipped. And he gets whipped quite a few times. And he manages to get through, like, man, a good half of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air clown rendition before he stops doing that. But my god, did that just absolutely sideline me more than anything else in this case. I was not expecting... Like, you got the Days of Our Lives reference in there, and then you threw in Fresh Prince?
The localizers really put in a lot of work on this case.
This is what I'm saying, Hera. It feels like a different team of people did this one.
I don't know.
It really...
There's something that, well, the context has changed, but back in the day, when Ace Attorney Investigations 2 was the only game that hadn't been localized, the fan translation was considered to be, like, pretty good, but like very heavy with pop culture references. And people would be like, oh no, they did that in the original games, like especially in cases like Turnabout Big Top. And it does feel like, yeah, they did do that in some cases of the original games, but not very many.
Not to this extent.
Yeah.
Phoenix even uses the word Kafkaesque at one point. Like, I fucking can't go.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't think I caught that.
Yeah. And it didn't even make sense, which makes sense, because why would he know that
He learned
word?
it from Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah, exactly. To him, Kafkaesque does literally mean it looks like a bug. Phoenix is just that one video of a guy pointing at a beetle on the ground and going, Gregor Samsa, Gregor Samsa.
Mo is here to put in the performance of his life, and he is gonna die.
He immediately, it sounds like he's about to say something racist. He starts riffing to the crowd, and I can't remember what he says exactly, but I did write in my notes, I'm pretty sure that one was gonna be racist. Judge, cut the mic.
We find out his birth name is Lawrence, so his name is Lawrence Mo Curls. So
Larry Moe Curly, the
they
Three
do
Stooges.
also refer to him as a stooge a bunch of times.
Yes. And yet, I
They
still did not
introduce
pick up.
a really annoying mechanic here. They've done this before, but not as annoying, where if you prompt him too far into a joke when you're reviewing his testimony, you will get penalized for it.
Don't make this clown make jokes. I was like, what do you want from me? He's literally a clown. Every single conversation I've had with him has been nothing but jokes.
And he never takes the mask off.
This guy takes the bit so seriously, he literally gives you a fake testimony before giving you the real testimony as an attempt to make the court laugh.
Oh god, this fucking guy.
But his actual testimony is just kind of the same thing again, where he claims that he saw Max, and you claim that he might not have seen Max. It could have been anyone wearing Max's, like, symbols.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bit, like... I know we gotta go through the motions of, like, dispelling the, like, obvious in the beginning of cases, but it really feels like we're going through the motions in this first day of trial.
It feels like this first day of trial, we're just literally finding out who was stood where.
I did fuck up pretty bad here and get stuck because apparently I just like skipped one of the lines of his testimony without pressing it further, and it was like the one that you need to press further for him to change his testimony. And I just like missed that. So I think I did get a game over here just because of being dumbfounded that I even made that mistake. Because I do try and make sure I press every single line given in a testimony. And this wasn't the one where you get penalized for pressing. This was the one after that. But maybe I was just scared. I don't know. And now in his second testimony, when he does get whipped, he starts riffing on the A-Team instead of Fresh Prince. He does the A-Team but for clowns. So it's called the C-Team.
I hope he does $6 Million Man next.
I hope he does $90 Million Baby next. I hope he does, what's the Bicentennial Man?
I don't know that one. They changed the rules up on you again. They say you could only contradict him one time in his entire testimony at the end.
Yeah, this court is weird.
I'm not losing my mind. There's a bit where Franziska is like, hey, I'm going to take away half of your health if you get this wrong. And I'm like, she's bluffing. She can't do that. She can do that.
She does and will.
There's the last bit where I can only contradict it once. For all I know, they could take away all the health. I only have 3 left at this point. It could have been any amount. They're really playing Calvin ball with this punishment system at this point. It's driving me insane. And that's it for our day in court, right?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
In the lobby.
Oh, wait.
I think so.
Mo is like, hey, the guy I saw flew away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, that sounds ridiculous. Don't believe you.
But
go
everyone,
away.
which
And
is
Phoenix is
crazy.
like, well, hold on.
Yeah, well, hold on. Didn't everyone literally suspect that Max was the killer because no one found footprints, so it was assumed that the killer, like, flew to kill the guy in the first place? What are we doing here, gang? Did he fly or did he not fly? What do we believe, huh?
But then you get out of court and Max is like, hey, I can't fly anyway, idiot. It's wires.
Yeah.
And then a magician hitman comes out of the shadows and like pops him a couple of times.
Yeah, you cannot break the Magician's Creed. The consequences are dire. There is also a point earlier in this case where Mo says, I've got eyes like a hawk, and then Phoenix says, don't birds have terrible vision?
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
They do that twice.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's
That's
true.
why they
I'm
say
pretty sure-
eyes like a hawk.
I'm pretty sure
In
predatory birds
exactly
have
the
really
next
good vision.
testimony line, he goes, "I've got
I've got one eye of a
the
hawk
vision
and
of a
one eye of
hawk
an
and
eagle."
what? Yeah,
This is the caliber of jokes that Mo is dishing out on a regular basis. Is him just saying, "Oh, I've got eagle eyes, but I've also got hawk eyes at the same time," and that's the joke. Ha.
Mo also gets increasingly upset that the crowd is not laughing.
Oh, it's so upsetting.
Reveals that he's just a shadow of his former self.
I'm just a clown.
Can't make
and
people laugh
life
anymore.
Is a nightmare.
And Francisca assigns Gumshoe to listen to his jokes to cheer him
Yeah.
up.
The divorced dad hangout sesh. Yay.
I
They
don't
would get
believe that
along, I
Gumshoe
think.
has ever been married.
No, he's married to the job.
No, he isn't. He's enslaved to the job. I don't think Gumshoe has ever been married, but he's still a divorced dad.
Yeah.
So true.
He was born that way.
I put the game down for a couple of days here, and then just before coming back, I remember that health carries over. And I'm like, well, I'm at 3 out of 10 health right now, so this is going to be an ordeal.
Just crush those Cyclops, Hera. I believe in you.
Well, we'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
Bye, baby.
We are in the detention center, I think.
No, we're at the law office first. You start day 2 in the law office.
I was looking at the wrong page. And we get a little magic trick flavor text. Maya really doesn't get them.
No,
Pearl Fay, the most sheltered person in the world, knows a magic trick that blows Maya's mind.
Palfay has discovered an iPad. I think that's probably why she's learning these things.
That's probably
But
true.
also, I really appreciate, because I was so expecting in this scene to Phoenix to just like shatter her dreams and just be like, yeah, you just got to do this. He's doing the thing where you like cover your thumb on your one hand with the fingers on your one hand to make it look like you're pulling your thumb off. Everyone knows it. It's one of the classic baby tricks. Like, if we're talking about the OG magic trick rankings, it's in the tier above Got Your Nose, but in the tier below the coin behind your ear.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
But I really appreciate that Phoenix didn't shatter any illusions.
Yeah, it's a nice moment of reprieve in an otherwise case of bullshit.
Yeah.
And I found it very restful.
And if you investigate around the office this time, now Maya like comments on everything as well, which is really nice because every other time you go to the office, it's just Phoenix thinking stuff to himself. But now Maya is part of that conversation too. So if you investigate the Steel Samurai poster, she's like, hey, there's a new movie of that coming out, and it looks good. You should come see it with me. And Phoenix says, no, I fucking hate everything that you like.
Phoenix says, that reminds me too much of my dead boyfriend. He loved the Steel Samurai.
Maya does read one of the review headers for the movie, and it says, time to commit harakiri if you miss this action epic. Which is really, really
gosh.
funny.
I've seen worse entertainment journalism in my life.
If you don't watch this movie, kill yourself. Like, if you think yourself to be an auteur of cinema and you don't see Steel Samurai Revenge of the Sinister Magistrate, fucking kill yourself. You posier.
All right, detention center?
Detention center.
I just scrolled down in Rose Notes to what's up, creep. There we go.
There it is. I like that Max makes a comment on how he could magic himself out of prison if he wanted to. And it's like, yeah, he could do that. But, you know, they would then catch you again and probably not put you in jail next time.
He doesn't say that. He says he will have to
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, he says he will have
if we
to.
don't solve this case quickly.
because there's a TV show being made about it, and he's like, if I can't like get out for real so that I can make this fake TV show, I'm gonna have to just escape for real so that I can be on the TV.
And then he's just like, it's just in the contract. That's
Yeah.
show business. I'm like, this, what? Why the fuck did you sign that?
That's show
What's
business.
wrong with you? Also, here's the first person to be like, there is no Trilo and Ben. There is only one Benjamin Woodman. No one up until this point has really even
Entertained that
question
idea.
Of like,
Tragic, the worst
Yeah,
person you
it's
know made a
just
great
like-
point, etc., etc.
I know.
When Regina says she doesn't know who Ben is, she only knows Trilo. Like, that
forgot
makes
she
sense
said
because
that.
Regina has a lot
Yeah.
going on mentally that we'll get into. It's
She's
like
had a sheltered
dark.
upbringing.
Very.
It's not even just that. It's like it's not okay, gang. I appreciate what Mo is trying to do for her at the end of this case, and I'm glad that it worked.
Yeah, but that's fucked.
Kind
Yeah.
of, but he is not going far enough.
I agree, but like he's taking the right steps, you know.
Yeah.
Except she's still allowed to marry the adult. She has to learn to be a human and have sensible thoughts, but she's still allowed to get married to creepy men.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
So, see, this is the thing, is like, Mo is like, now listen, Regina, I think it's time for you to come to terms with what death is, and also that your role as a woman in this society is fundamentally to be the property of the men that want to pursue you.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to your Uncle
I got
Mo.
that shit early, you know?
Anyway, the important thing we get from talking to Max in this circumstance is he tells us all about the Magician's Grand Prix, which he won, by the way. And as a prize for winning, he was given a big trophy and a big bust. And he mentions specifically that the bust used to be on a podium in the cafeteria. And when I saw that podium in the cafeteria, I didn't think it was for, like, putting something on. I genuinely thought it was, like, for speaking from, which was really funny. I thought Max would stand behind that podium and make proclamations to the rest of the circus
I
performers.
just thought it was this pathetic lunch table.
I thought so, too.
I think that's funnier, actually.
Lunch table.
Now, this guy is so toxic. We've given him his own tiny table to eat at. Let's talk more about Max's ample bust.
They love that joke.
It's really good. They get a lot of
about that
mileage
joke.
out of it.
So much for a guy that claims to hate men who shower more than twice a week.
Also, one thing that is good about Max's character is they finally even the playing field on, like, the amount of, like, chest that is on show in an outfit. Finally, Maya is not alone.
One thing that is
And I
good
think
about Max's
we're not
bust.
acknowledging that enough.
Yeah.
It is right there.
I have a clarifying question. Is the Grand Prix specifically a magician's thing, or is it just a general performance thing?
I think they said
It's
it was
weird because I feel
magicians.
like I feel like Max referred to it as the Magician's Grand Prix, but like the others performers like display signs of jealousy that he won it, and like also I think Ben talks about like competing in it with a ventriloquist act where he sings it in a round, which is physically impossible.
I don't understand. What does singing in a round mean?
Singing in a round is when you start singing and then at a specific rhythmic interval, another person will start singing the song again.
Yeah, you're a few bars
Right.
ahead, so you need two voices for it.
It does say on the wiki Magician's Grand Prix. Now, we've questioned the validity of the wiki today.
We've come
Yeah.
down hard on it.
We could do it again.
I can't fault the wiki for this one. I do think Max refers to it as the Magician's Grand Prix.
I think that what the others are actually jealous of is that, like, it's almost like, oh, magicians are the new hot thing, and, like, all of our acts are being overshadowed
Really
by
funny
Max.
thing to say.
Yeah. And so,
Back in the 80s, it was all about ventriloquism.
Yeah,
but
that, like,
nowadays...
Ben is trying to revamp his act. Mo is like, oh, all of my jokes are stale and none of the kids care about me anymore. They only care about flying. That's the kind of thing they're jealous about.
No kid wakes up on Christmas Day and gets a clown costume anymore.
Yeah, and we do find out that, like, Max is the big drawer of the circus, and he's got a massive bonus for doing that, so...
Yeah, I mean, you find that out right away. His
We
face is like the biggest thing on frame when you first get to the circus.
I recently finished negotiating a salary increase.
And it's a lot. Phoenix Wright looks at the contract and is like, holy fuck, this
A
guy's
lot of
rich.
zeros on that.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be a magician.
I know all about the thumb trick. Anything else here? We go back to the circus, talk to some clowns.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you go talk to
And
Mo
so-
again. Oh yeah, I forgot. He is at the circus entrance, Ben, isn't he? I don't think he really says anything.
No, I
No,
didn't.
nothing really seems
He's
to
trying to
happen
learn to
here.
sing it around. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the last
that's
time you
about it.
talk to him in the entire case, by the way.
It's a dumb bit,
Thank
and it's a
God.
stupid
Yeah.
bit, and it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, you go to the cafeteria and Mo is there, and he's having hamburgers. Is this where he's having
We
hamburgers?
love hamburgers.
No, that's later on.
Really?
That's
He
later.
goes
He's
out
not-
to try and find food, and then he comes back and makes hamburgers.
What a real one. Anyway, he wants to talk to you about...
The notice board.
Yeah, he mentions some stuff about HeraChimera, and he mentions some stuff about the notice board. He also definitely says a joke about Mexican pizza that Phoenix and Maya are way too eager to jump in on. And this is actually where all the comments about Max's big bust show up. But the main thing is that on the notice board is a sign that says "To the Murderer" on it, and no one thought to...
Wasn't
Tell
important.
us.
Irrelevant.
Yeah,
Tell us
no one
that.
thought it was important.
So as soon as the bust is revealed, I'm like, okay, I had a feeling that something was dropped on Russell. It's clearly going to be this, because this also gives the silhouette of Max. So things started to clear themselves up pretty quickly in day 2 for me.
One thing that it took me a bit to figure out is why Russell went out, because the note was asking for the murderer.
I wonder if it's because...
I think he did it because of the lion.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
We
say.
haven't got into, but I think that does get talked about earlier.
The thing about the note, it is covered later. The reason that he took the note is because the note was originally delivered to Regina directly, and then Regina was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So she put it up on the board because she was like, there must be some murder around here, and I don't know anything about it. And so then Russell saw it and was like, oh fuck, this is somebody targeting Regina. And so that's why he went, because he was like trying to protect her.
Right. Yeah, that's
Yeah, my impression was that it was more just like protecting the circus generally.
It's probably not great to have that line about.
Didn't think to tell anyone outside of the circus.
I mean, he
about-
seemed like an all-around good guy, you know? Everyone loves Russell.
Yeah, everyone loves
just such a
Russell.
nice
It's
guy.
fine that he harbors pedophiles in his circus.
It's fine that he literally will, like, allow his 16-year-old daughter to marry a 21-year-old.
Ugh. And keep somebody stuck in their room because they wouldn't start a fucking lift or
This is
like what the fuck?
this
I
is
can't.
so like this is so funny to me because at no point do I think if Acro went and talked to Mo and was just like, "Hey Mo, I'm kind of like going through some stuff. Can we swap rooms?" I think Mo would have probably been like, "Yeah, sure, buddy."
Yeah,
Like,
it makes perfect
Yeah, that
sense.
seems reasonable and normal.
It's so
Oh
funny.
my fucking god!
It's so
It's
Do you
funny.
think
so
he
insane.
premeditated this 6 months in advance and that's why he had to stay on the 3rd floor?
Maybe, honestly.
Do you know what I think the reason is? I think the reason is because from a gameplay perspective, you had to talk to the person on the 1st floor first. So that person had to be Mo because Acro wasn't relevant until later on in the case. So he had to be relegated to the 3rd floor the entire
Well,
time.
and they needed Acro to be high up so that they could have a flying killer, you know?
I mean, they could have
Yeah.
just had a lift installed. Or a rope. He says he's got a lot of
Or a
upper arm
winch.
strength.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
that's
you know,
I don't
yeah.
think that's the solution.
He loves acrobat.
It's the circus.
Stuff. Yeah, he's an acrobat.
They should have a seesaw outside and they just have like a big strong man
Alright.
to like stamp on it to,
Alright.
like, and you do a bunch of flips and like go through your window. I think that's a good solution.
I agree. I like that.
So many ways to kill a guy.
What? What are you talking about?
Wait, what?
I don't think anything major happens before you talk to Acro, really. You go to the ringmaster's room and get the other half of the to the murderer note that was on the notice board, and it's just like, meet me at the lodgings at 10 p.m.
That annoyed me so much. You see the scrap of paper in there so far in advance, and Phoenix doesn't let you take it.
I
Maya's like, we
know,
gotta
it's
touch
so
this thing, and Phoenix
frustrating.
is like, no. Well, now who's
I mean, the to
laughing,
the murderer
Phoenix?
note on the notice board didn't go anywhere on the first day either. We could have seen it then.
Yeah.
No, if you look at the notice board on the first day, Maya's like, hey, why don't we put something on here that says something like, oh, to the killer. And then the next day you find a fucking note that says that. It's like, okay, she's also psychic, I guess. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, she is.
True.
Well, she's in
She's
training.
not psychic. She's a spirit medium. They're different
But
things.
she's mystic. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Different specialization.
Wrong class.
Sorry, my meta scientific education is lacking.
Gotta go to school with Eenie Meenie.
Oh,
true,
Jesus.
You said that nothing happens before we speak to Acro, but we speak to Von Karma first, right?
We sure do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have a good friend Gumshoe.
This is so
Gumshoe's here.
funny. I really like this bit. Gumshoe talks to you, and he's very nervous about Von Karma showing up literally anywhere. It's like he's always being watched by her. And a little thing starts beeping in his jacket, and it turns out it's his Von Karma alarm. And he has to abscond from the situation as quickly as possible because Francesca Von Karma has shown up, and he doesn't want to get
He
wet.
is specifically there with Franziska because she is investigating this case.
Yes.
She is interviewing Acro.
Yes, but Gumshoe does not want to be in the same place as her.
Yeah.
But she's such a nice lady.
Her design still looks amazing. I think she's got one of the best talk sprites in the game. She just looks great. And then Maya says, nothing will be able to bring your dad back.
And she goes, what the fuck makes you think I cared about my dad?
That's not what she says. Because I think she does care about her dad. I think she's also just like, look, that's its own thing, and it's not what we're here about today.
But it is very specifically, she has been talking this whole time about getting revenge and beating Phoenix for a reason, and Maya assumes that, like, that's because of her dad. That's why she says nothing will be able to bring her dad back. And so she is very specifically like, this is actually not about him.
Yeah, it's not about him. But that doesn't mean she doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, that's
She
fair.
doesn't give a shit. He sent me to Germany when I was 8 years old or whatever.
Her surname is Von Karma. She would have been fine.
Hey, what is she upset about?
Yeah, why is she wanting revenge, everybody?
So there's this guy called Michael Edgeworth. There's this guy called Nicholas Edgeworth. And a long time ago, he was a lawyer, much like her, but an older, younger lawyer. But they were like family, her and he. They were a brother and sister crime-fighting duo. And now he's dead, metaphorically speaking, because of what Phoenix did to him. Made him a national embarrassment. And he ran away scared because he got something wrong in court. Not allowed to do
This
that.
is so fucking funny that
really
he
funny.
just left a note on his desk and Phoenix was like, I can't believe he's dead.
The note said, Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. And Phoenix took that very literally. And Franziska says, I don't believe that's true. I think that he's just hiding out somewhere. And if I beat you, he'll emerge from the shadows. Which is really funny because we have almost no indication to prove that's true until the end of the case. One thing I will say is that Edgeworth is on the front of the box of the video game Ace Attorney 2, which is really funny.
He is in
But-
one of 4 cases as prosecutor. Well, actually, I mean, I don't even know if he's
Well,
in the
we
prosecutor.
don't know if
in
he's the
next-
prosecutor. Yeah.
He's gonna be.
The exact quote from Von Karma when you talk about dad is, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation?
I feel like the fact that she calls him her papa indicates
Yeah,
some
yeah,
level
yeah,
of affection.
yeah.
But also just the idea that Edgeworth would wait until his sister beat Phoenix right in court to be like, finally, I'm free. Not, fuck, like someone else managed to do it that wasn't me. I think that would make him even more reclusive.
Just going back to the thing about the metaphor, Franziska says, you effectively killed the prosecutor in him. That's her interpretation of the note that he left. Ro last episode said, maybe Phoenix meant died in a metaphorical sense, like maybe his passion for being a prosecutor died. And Devin and I had to sit here and be like, maybe.
While Hera is more astute when it comes to piecing together individual aspects of the case, I'm on that grand narrative.
It's true.
Baby.
Yeah. I mean, I never thought he was dead, for the record.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly
You
a
did
particularly
say that,
complex
but,
concept.
you know.
Gotta have something. Anyway, I also think it's just really funny that he ran away like a coward because he lost a couple cases at court.
I mean, there was more to it than that.
Was there?
He got implicated in a little bit of corruption.
He got redeemed.
He also found out that his entire reason for being a prosecutor, because of the trauma of his dad being killed, was kind of maybe not as it seemed.
Yeah.
And he had his gay awakening. A lot happened.
He really did. Oh, baby boy.
Aww. Aww.
Oh.
Aww. Aww. Should we go see Acro?
Sorry, you mean Ken Dingling?
Yeah, let's go see Ken Dingling. See, this is one of those situations where I was like, okay, I didn't get the pun on this. I'm just not going to think about it. And then they tell you what it is verbatim. And I'm just head in my hands. Wow, that's the worst thing anyone's ever said to me.
Put some work into this one.
How do we feel about Acro's design?
Pointed silence.
It's interesting.
Interesting. Yeah. It's calling on some things that I don't feel like it should be.
Yeah.
But it's also calling on them in a very light touch kind of way where it's not like
Yeah.
obscenely inappropriate or anything like that.
There are so many fucking heavy touches in this case that it feels like, you know.
Acro really just feels like a breath of fresh
Refreshing
air,
as fuck.
literally.
Yeah, in so many ways.
Initial emotion upon seeing Acro was apprehension.
Yes, mine too.
Yeah.
But then birds showed up and I was like, well, at least I know this guy is cool with birds. So Acro's design is, he's got this really weird sort of like Native American aesthetic going on, but it's very light touch. He's wearing like a spandex suit with this triangular white and reddish pattern on it. And he's wearing his hair tied up in a knot with a feather sticking in the top. And because it's just that, I was like, okay, maybe it's that. It could be that. It's probably that. But like, it doesn't really ring any alarm bells, so to speak.
He does
you know?
also have darker skin than any other character we've met so far, I'm pretty sure.
He is clearly supposed to be a Native American person.
Yeah.
But, like, nothing about his actual characterization or anything that comes up in conversation really alludes to any of that. So it's not really, like, a crucial part of his character, just a crucial part of his, like, overall design. But, like I said, it's, like, pretty light touch, so anything going on with it isn't really raising any immediate red flags. It's just like, maybe you could have, like, thought about it a little more or anything, but whatever. Like, it's a circus. They're gonna be doing shit like this. I still think Mo looks like shit.
I mean, I want to, like, draw attention to the fact that this was a Japanese game first.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think that there is... Okay, hold on. I'm about to conflate two different things, and I'm aware that this is not the same
Let's
thing.
go.
But I
Okay.
read quite a lot of good critique about the Korean movie Parasite. Again, I understand this is not the same culture.
Yeah.
But talking about how, like, American ideas of, you know, American culture had influenced that because of, like, post-war,
Right, yeah.
like, you know, all of that situation. And so I do think there is still a history there. And, you know, obviously Japan has a similar political, like, history in that way.
Yeah.
So I do think that there is a history there, which, you know, they are still a part of.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
even though Jay thinks every East Asian country is exactly the same, I
Shut
still
up.
feel like
Oh God.
sorry, I had to.
Christ.
But yeah, like fundamentally, you can tell where this kind of thing is coming from. But I'm gonna be honest, even if this was an American-made game, the fact that it takes place in a circus makes me feel like that is a design that they could have gone with anyway, especially since it's a game that came out in the early 2000s. The other notable things about his character is that he is in a wheelchair and he's surrounded by birds, which is very cute. I love his birds.
Yeah, I love the birds.
I don't remember seeing the birds until in the courtroom.
No, he always has
I'd
birds.
believe you if you said he always has. Is it because there's a third bird that shows up in the
There's
courtroom?
a third
Bird
bird
shows
that
up
shows up
Yeah,
in the
the
courtroom.
hummingbird.
Yes.
Right.
The
Okay.
like kingfisher-esque. It's like a kingfisher crossed with a hummingbird. It doesn't
really
look like
is.
any. Yeah. He's got a super sweet design. He just seems like a nice man. He's like very straightforward and earnest. And when he looks sad,
He's
the
like
birds
a
like
normal
crowd
person.
around close to his face.
It's very good.
I do think there is something here to the Native American imagery, which is like a sort of noble savage
In touch with
trope going
nature.
on.
Yeah.
I think this plays into his story overall because he's like the sort of twist of his character is that he's like a very gentle person who
Yeah.
then became like
Twisted by revenge. But like
Yeah.
it seems like his design is implying one kind of intent with his character that his dialogue is going in a different direction with. Because if they were going for the whole stereotype of Native Americans being like communal and one with nature and being able to like talk to animals and shit like that, then that would be portrayed in his dialogue. But I don't think his dialogue even ever at one point mentions that he's surrounded by birds.
no, that's true.
No.
It's just a part of his character design. It's a bit weird. But, like, as long as the game doesn't make me think about it, I'm not going to try and think about it. But Acro is a very interesting character to talk to for a myriad of different reasons. Main one being, he keeps alluding to this thing that happened 6 months ago, and he also seems to be the only person in the entire circus that doesn't like Regina Berry. And
Yeah.
immediately I was like, okay, thank
Funny, though.
God someone else is, like...
Yeah.
unnerved by this situation, because the line he says is like either Maya or Phoenix calls her a princess, says she's truly a princess, and then Acro says truly a princess. Are you sure that that's a good thing? I'm just like, yes, finally some nuance. I'm so hungry for nuance.
But then he kind of ruins it almost immediately by being like, she's got everyone wrapped around her little fingers. And I'm like, I don't fucking know. She's 16. Like, can we not
I'm
do
gonna be
that?
honest, Devin, she threw a tiger at me. Like,
Alright.
I'm on his side with this one. Like, there was a part of me at the very beginning of this case that was like, okay, she's clearly got some, like, siren-esque ability to thrall other people that has allowed her to like, have people kill on her behalf. That's where my mind was with this character. She is a Danganronpa character, and her ability is the ultimate tamer. And that doesn't just include animals.
Acro doesn't leave his room.
Acro lives on the
He
third
can't.
floor.
That's
Well, how can he?
Yeah.
All it seems like he does is Oh, I guess we don't know this yet. But yeah, he sometimes goes to the hospital for reasons which will become clear.
He says he was at the hospital yesterday, and I think you're supposed to be like, oh yeah, because he like is doing physical therapy or something like that.
Yeah, that
I
was
think
my
Phoenix
assumption.
like literally assumes that.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, that's not true.
it is not true. He doesn't do physical therapy, I guess.
You immediately ask how he became disabled, and
Yeah.
you get some Cyclops appear, and I'm like,
Reasonable.
Oh, okay.
Yep, fair enough.
Yeah, so reasonable.
And that's that.
He says he saw Max flying straight up into the air, I think.
Yeah.
Does he say this at this point?
Yeah, he does.
So we're like, okay.
Also, I like that when you get him with the Magatama, his birds fly away because it's about to get serious.
Yeah.
It's a good touch.
So good.
But what he does do is if you present him the note about the killer, to the murderer, he says you should go and talk to Regina about that.
Huh, wonder why.
Which is interesting. An interesting move on his part considering where this ends up.
Where is Regina? We can't find her. But we go back to the cafeteria, and Mo's back.
Hey.
He's making burgers.
Hey, we love those.
This turns Maya into some kind of animal.
Yes.
Good for her.
She would kill if you got between her and one of those burgers, I think.
God, I can't believe we've got to defend her again.
And she did it this time.
God, I can't believe it.
What is it that Mo says? Mo also has Cyclops around an accident that occurred in the circus 6 months ago.
Yeah. And one thing that's worth noting is that Acro has a triple Cyclock and Mo only has a double, and that does imply that you should do Mo's first before you do Acro's. I didn't do that, and I ended up regretting not doing that.
Oh no.
I see. Yeah, I mean, I didn't pick up on that explicitly, but I figured that Acros was probably the more important one of the two because it's about him.
He's the new guy in town.
He's the new guy, exactly. At this point, I write down, what the fuck does the pepper have to do with all this?
Aha.
You're gonna find out pretty soon.
Yeah, my immediate next note is, I think I figured it out. Because we go into the big top, and we get mauled by a tiger again.
Here we go,
Who wants to do
baby.
that?
God damn it.
Phoenix is sort of resigned to this at this point. This is normal now.
Yeah, this is normal.
It's just risks of the
Though
job.
Regina does say, oh man, that wasn't supposed to happen to you. It was supposed to happen to Money the Monkey.
Normal.
We're gonna teach that monkey a lesson by fucking murdering him.
I was gonna kill that monkey with my tiger. And then this is where you find out that Regina doesn't really understand what death is. And I'm just like, maybe this 16-year-old shouldn't be in charge of big cats that have the ability to kill people.
Yeah.
Well, surely this has nothing to do with the accident that everyone's talking about.
So the accident that everyone's talking about might have involved big cats that have the ability to kill people.
Surely not.
Surely not. No way.
None of this circus.
Yeah, she does end up telling you about her previous cat that she has alluded to, whose name
Leon.
was... Yeah, whose name was Leon. The lion.
It's Leon the Lion.
Yeah. He's a very handsome lion. I really like his little art that he gets. Unfortunately, he does eat a guy.
Oh, we don't know that yet.
We know he was gonna eat a guy. My initial assumption is that he, ate Acro a little bit, and that's why he's got a leg injury.
Yeah, I also thought that.
I think everyone was gonna assume that at first. But then when you talk to Acro, this is how I realized I'd done the wrong thing, is when you talk to Acro, his second Cyclock is who was I trying to protect? And I was like, man, it could have been fucking anyone at this point. You need to get more information about this, because also if you go around and show the photo of Leon to everyone else at the circus, the only person who has anything interesting to say is Mo, who's like, oh, I'm actually in charge of naming all the animals.
Oh, really?
God.
Yeah, I was gonna name him
So much sense.
Lion the Lion, like Lyin, and I was like,
Leon.
no, Lion, like Lyin is what Mo was gonna name
No,
him.
like the French city.
No, that's not what he said.
All right.
He didn't say like the French city, because he wanted to make jokes about him lying around.
Incredible.
Leon around.
Leon around. Yeah. I mean, it still kind of works, right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure with the accent it's pronounced Leon, right?
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Leon around. It still works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mo's really bad at his job.
Yeah.
Didn't even call him Party Baby.
Didn't even call him Party Baby.
So what does Mo tell us once we break through his psych logs?
Mo tells us that the person who Leon ended up getting a little nibble on was not Acro, but Acro's secret hidden brother, Bat.
They say that the lion looked like he was smiling.
This
when
is
he
a lot.
bent down.
Okay, so this is why I didn't pick up on the pepper thing. Because who the fuck looks like they're smiling when they're about to sneeze?
This is where I wrote down, I think I figured it out.
And also, in the art of the lion, it just looks like it's yawning. Anyway, the art that it shows you of Bat getting his head chomped is fucking grisly. It's like grim. Like, you don't see any of the injury itself, but just the framing of it is dark. Because this is like a 20-year-old guy with his entire head just like... It kind of looks like his neck is skewered a bit on one of the lion's fangs. It is an uncomfortable image. But yeah, like Hera said, Mo does mention that it looked like the lion was smiling, like it had some sort of malicious intent to do this.
I think literally everyone mentions this. I think
every time
Crow mentions it as well.
Yeah, and this is where you also get the profile for Bat, because this is what you can send to Acro. Because Mo also mentions that the reason that Bat ended up in Leon's head is because he wanted to do one of Regina's tricks to impress her, because he was also vying for her love. And I was like, oh, okay, finally, cool. A reasonable individual who looks like someone around Regina's age, who is like, you know, on the level, this is fine. And then I look at his profile and he's 22 years old and I want to throw up in my mouth.
Yeah. Not great.
Not great.
So we go back to Acro and we're like, hey, remember we asked you about your life-changing, like, accident? Well, now we know that it's due to a double trauma event. So tell us everything right now.
Look at my
please.
stupid gem, boy. Tell me your
Observe my
biggest
crystal.
traumas.
There's a point earlier on, I think it's when you're talking to Mo, when you don't see Cyclops and Phoenix is like, well, I guess it's telling the truth. It's a dangerous ability to have, I think.
It is a dangerous ability to have.
It's scary.
You'd be talking to Larry one day and Larry's like, oh, sorry, I can't hang out with you.
Cyclock level 1.
I gotta work. Yeah.
Obliteration
The
of
chains come
thought.
out.
I was
You're
legitimately
trapped in
thinking
my
the
realm,
other
Larry
day-
Butts.
I can't remember what made me think about this, but I was thinking about how the Psyche-Lock is such a good facilitator for fan fiction because that exact thing does happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm surprised that this hasn't like made the leap to other fandoms because that does happen with like shit that starts in one place and then they're just like, we're just stealing this because it's so good. It probably has done that, to be fair. I don't know, but
Yeah, I guess there's so many more like evocative images from the Phoenix Wright series that you steal first.
I feel like the locks are the most evocative. I really feel like the Magatama imagery is like
The
one of
problem-
the best images in Phoenix Wright because it's got
The problem
such a
with it,
good.
Jay,
Go on.
the problem with it, Jay, is that like once you've uncovered the Cyclock, all the answers are just like, okay, they're lying. Go figure out the truth yourself.
Yeah, but I'm talking about imagery specifically, where it's like this person has a secret and it's literally locked behind these fucking gilded things that you've got to break through.
I'm gonna say that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure did it first.
That's probably true. They probably stole it directly, and it was probably good imagery in JoJo's, but I don't know.
Imagery in JoJo's.
Well, there you go.
Then they talk about how Bat frequently teased Regina with pepper to make her sneeze. And that Regina gifted Bat a scarf. Did they? I don't know. I wasn't clear on this. Did they say it was gifted on the same day that the accident happened?
I don't think
It
they
sounded like it.
specified that, did they?
I don't remember exactly.
So you talk about the scarf with, I think, Acro, and you're like, is this a scarf that Bat used to wear? And he's like, yeah. But then earlier on in the case, it's like, it sounds like Regina bought the scarf specifically to cover it in pepper. So it's really not very clear, to be fair.
It says during practice on that same day. So yeah, it was the same day. But there's a line in the trial which makes it sound like it was given earlier. We can't always be consistent.
True,
And we
true.
never are.
It's been 6 months. Memory is a load of bollocks.
It's
so.
true. Anyway, this entire sequence of events is really fucking stupid. I think the idea that all of this revolves around making people sneeze with pepper is literally just as goddamn clown shoes as the first half of this entire case, even though we're getting into, like, the dark and serious stuff. It's like, oh, fucking, you made me sneeze, so I'm gonna kill you with a lion, teehee.
I don't think it was intentional.
No, obviously it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, actually, now that I think about it, Hera, I think it was intentional. I think Regina just didn't know what death was. I think the part with the lion was intentional.
No, she wanted to make Bat sneeze, and then Bat immediately stuck his head in the fucking lion mouth and made the lion sneeze instead.
Does Pepper actually do this to you?
No. It does do it to my dad, though.
What the hell? Is this like the cilantro soap gene where only certain people can get sneezes from Pepper?
Maybe.
Oh, God.
Anyway, yeah, the reason Leon bit Bat is because he sneezed.
They really lay it on thick that this was a Pepper incident.
This was a bona fide Pepper incident, and now we're gonna go to trial 2, and there's gonna be a serious milk incident.
I want to point out, I do write down here, I don't think I'm any clearer on the events of the murder, despite laying it out earlier.
Gotta have some faith
had
in
all the
yourself,
clues.
Hera.
I did have all the... I guess that's it, is that I had all the clues now, and so it just filled them in, but I don't know. I had some doubts. Now, I made one mistake in this investigation. Keep in mind I started with 3 pips of health to begin with. I made exactly one mistake, and that was at the end of Acro's Cyclops, so it did 5 damage to me, completely nullifying
Oh my god.
one of the heals from the Cyclops. So I did not
That's-
start this second day of trial with full health.
That's rough.
This comes up later.
I did start with full health, but I did, I think, end up dying once because of one thing I got wrong at literally the last option in the case I got wrong.
Oh, bless.
But other than that, I think I held out pretty well for myself. Are we ready to go to trial 2, court lobby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max is there. And you know what Max always says before he has to go on stage is, oh man, I always like to drink a big old glass of milk that
He's
my
nervous.
16-year-old bride brings to me every time before I go on stage. And then Mo gives him a carton of milk, and then someone else gives him a carton of milk.
Regina.
Regina gives him a carton of milk, and then there's like a dump truck full of milk outside the courthouse.
Why is Regina there?
Mo was like, come and see this performance. This is fun.
So Max whispers to Phoenix and Maya, hey guys, I think I need Regina to see someone get executed.
This is Mo, not Max.
Oh yeah, I
whispers
meant Mo.
this, yeah.
I meant Mo. If it wasn't obvious, I'm very sleepy. Mo wants Regina to face reality and understand that her dad is dead and is not coming back. Her lion is dead and is not coming back. And soon enough, Acro will be dead and not coming back.
Oh my god.
How does this plan work out?
We'll get to that. But first we've got to get through this trial. But I will say it works out about as well as you'd expect.
We accuse Acro so quickly into this trial. I actually... Because I
Made
was
my
so
head
fascinated
spin.
by the sort of cadence of this case, and I think we've elided it because we spent quite a long time on the second investigation, but the second investigation goes by pretty quick in the actual thing.
Yeah.
So I wrote down, because I was watching a video, right? So nearly 3 hours into this video, which is only 4 hours and 20 minutes long, we meet Acro for the first time. Now, we do know about Acro's existence before that, but still. Within 30 minutes, we've accused Acro of being the murderer. It's kind of wild.
It doesn't even seem like Phoenix has a good justification for accusing Acro of the murder either.
Yeah.
It just seems like there's just this secret consensus that he's done it because he's like, "Hey Mo, Acro did it, right?" And Mo's like, "Yeah, Acro did it." And I'm just like, what has led you to that? Like, I also think he did it, but what led you guys to that conclusion?
Yeah. I feel like they had to do this with this case because they had no way of getting Franziska to be like, yeah, Max had like, you know, equipment to help him fly away because clearly that's not the case. Like there's nothing there, but they couldn't really play that out or tease it out in terms of like court bollocks.
Yeah.
So that it was just kind of like, well, okay, we've just got to accuse him straight away and put Phoenix on the defensive because there's just no way for us to like actually justify Franziska's point.
Not even a little
It just
bit.
felt like a very quick way of like sidestepping that, which is like okay,
I guess it's the problem of
but
like,
it felt so rushed.
what do you do when someone's testimony is completely fabricated, but it's not clear that it is?
Yeah,
You just accuse them of murder.
The thing about Acro is that he is a smooth talker. He gives nothing away. He is the only character in the entire franchise so far that has stood up behind that court podium and has been a murderer and does not have even a flinch animation, let alone a breakdown animation.
Yeah.
It's true.
He is stoic and steadfast. And he also has a new bird.
And it's the best one.
Oh.
It's the best one.
It's a vicious predator, this one.
Yes, it's hungry for the truth. This one attacks Phoenix.
That is true. Acro might be chill, but the birds aren't. They're gonna fuck up a guy.
What would you do if you went to court and there were just like fucking birds everywhere attacking people?
Just another day in the life of Phoenix Wright.
You would just have to get on with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Madness.
Wear a helmet.
My court helmet.
A thick coat. Yeah.
So basically, Phoenix just lays out his whole case against Acro, and Acro's like, cool, but what's your proof?
Prove it.
And I say, well, we don't do proof here, so don't worry about it.
Well, specifically, Maya is like, you just gotta find that bust. You know how to do this, right? And Phoenix doesn't have any fucking idea. But we get there in the end, and then everyone's like, why did Franziska order this search? She would have won if it wasn't for that.
And
She's very upset about it too.
During a lot of moments in this case, Franziska and the judge egg you on to like give out more corroborating information, and every single time Phoenix is just like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Which is really
I don't
funny.
want to do that shit.
Because, like, one of the first questions is, like, did Acro have an accomplice if he's the murderer? And I was like, yeah, like, money was the accomplice. And money is technically the accomplice.
Yeah.
But you just have to say, no, he didn't. But it is really funny that you pick one of these things, and then every time they're just like, okay, prove it.
Yeah, we don't get to do that to Franziska.
Yeah.
I think there's a point in the first day of trial where the judge is like, okay, Franziska, I gotta see some proof from you. And I think that's maybe the first time the judge does that in the entire series. But wow, it came back around to me pretty quick. So what's the order of events here? We accuse
Acro. And everyone's like, what are you talking about? Well, we don't even say why we're accusing Acro right away. We just say we're
He did it.
accusing Acro of the murder. And everyone in the stands is just like, what is wrong with you? He is in a wheelchair. And someone calls Phoenix a poopy
You
get
like booed at
Yeah,
one
you do
point.
get booed.
Yeah.
And you ask if he's got an accomplice, to which you say no. You ask, and then the next thing is like, what was it that meant that Acro would have been able to drop the bust onto the ringmaster without looking? Because he says in his testimony, like, if it was me, I would need to look out the window when I was dropping something to know that I was going to hit a person, which I wouldn't be able to do because otherwise I'd fall out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why the box was there, so that the ringmaster had to look down and bend down and crouch down and get his head down to pick up the box. His head would be roughly in the exact same place every time. I don't know what signal Acro used to know when the ringmaster was picking up the box. I guess just sound, even though he's on the
I
third
think
floor.
the signal was that it's like heavier than it looks, right? So you would like try and pick it up and then you would like put it down again.
You'd be like,
And then you would have to like actually really, really squat to pick it up.
the sound
So
of
you'd
the
hear it
ringmaster
drop the
squatting.
first time. Yeah.
Honestly, I said this in my notes, but if I were Acro and I were in this situation, I would just be like, the monkey did it.
The monkey threw the bust out the window.
You cannot prove that the monkey didn't do it.
Literally true.
So true.
You would have the monkey executed. Your good friend Money, who looked after you for that 6 months.
That monkey's
That's
gonna
true,
get
and
killed by a
Acro does
tiger like
love
tomorrow.
animals.
How many monkeys is one human life worth, Mr. Dingling?
When is it that you take the recess?
You take the recess,
After the cloak thing is revealed.
Oh
I
my
think.
god, the
yes,
cloak thing.
The cloak thing is so funny.
Oh, the fucking cloak thing's stupid.
One of the major points of contention is that when you see the body of Russell, he is not wearing the cloak, he is not wearing the silk hat. The silk hat was found at the scene of the crime, the cloak was not. And it turns out the reason the cloak wasn't found is because when Russell was hit by the bust, the cloak that he was wearing flew off of his back and got snagged on the bust. So what Phoenix is basically saying is, listen, this is all just a crazy coincidence.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no magic, only serendipity.
And then after the recess, well, do we want to talk about anything in the recess?
We go to recess because Franziska is like, okay, so what motive
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say.
did Acro have for this?
Yeah. And then during the recess, Gumshoe gives us the scarf back because Franziska had taken it at the end of our investigation.
Yeah, and it seems like he's under orders from someone.
Yeah.
He has a note. What does he actually say? Hold on.
Something about plans all coming together.
I feel like I can't remember the text exactly, I don't know you're looking for it, but I did get the sense of like he was genuinely glad to finally just give us evidence under orders for once. Like, I always want to do this and now it's legitimate. I'm so like, it's just, I'm so happy for him.
So they say Von Karma will be mad that Gumshoe's doing this, and Gumshoe says that's why this is all a secret. I missed this. I thought this was Von Karma trying to conspire with us.
I also thought it was Von Karma trying to conspire with us.
Gumshoe says, you'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
Huh.
Extremely ominous.
It kind of puts Gumshoe being like so fed up with his job in a new light. He's just like, I miss my old boss.
I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end.
Do you think he was talking about the prosecutor, Franziska Von Karma, or do you think he was talking about a different prosecutor? This has genuinely never occurred to me before.
I don't know.
That as a message from Miles Edgeworth is
assumed...
wild to think about.
Yeah, I just took it that it was Edgeworth. Like, obviously, having known the reveal.
Huh. Nothing's ever really over, I guess.
Oh, incredible.
All right. Then we go back to court.
Yeah, we break down Acro's whole motive, which is, Regina got my brother bitten by a big lion, and I tried to kill her, but I accidentally killed her dad instead.
I think this is good. Like, this is good mystery writing. That the motive was that it was supposed to get someone else, and that it all went wrong. And he has to live with that now, that he killed his father figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not live with that because he's going to get executed, but, you know.
And back on my point about Ace 22 being about people who are disempowered, and, you know, the killings being much more complicated in terms of, like, morals than Ace 21. And Devon made a really good point in their notes, actually. Do you want to talk about that, Devon?
Yeah, I guess mainly that just, like, yeah, Acro is, like, out of the people that we've kind of met so far, like, the most disempowered, and also has the most kind of, like, okay, the circumstances of the murder are a bit ridiculous, but like the motive is like something very tangible of like he's in this like really fringe community, and he's also personally suffered a lot of tragedy as a result of like like the lack of responsibility and like care and like regulation, I guess, in that community. And like the last game was very much about like big institutional stuff, but like thinking about like case 2 with Maya's trial and how that's also just like these kind of small niche parts of the world and cultures and people. It's like how then those groups take justice into their own hands, and I think that was super good and interesting. And
that was not the point that I made,
it.
but it was closer to the one that I made, so it kind of makes sense that that's what you thought I meant. I was interested in the point that you made about Max and Ben, and I would add Mo to this as well.
Oh, so it's like much earlier on. Yeah, that's why I forgot about it.
No, it's my bad. Like, that was much more close to what I actually said. It made a lot of sense, but I was just like, wait, I was thinking about something earlier. Yeah, do you want to talk about that?
I can also talk about that. Yeah, it was just a parallel with the previous case where we had Eenie Meenie and this kind of like persona that doesn't really match up to their actual selves. And like Ben and Max also both have that. We had a chat about this on Discord, which I think maybe had a bit more like teeth to it.
I think the thing that I thought was so interesting about it is in comparison to the first game, where you have like these characters who are really sort of pompous and like that's their whole thing, is that they think that they're untouchable, and then they learn that they're not. Like, that's the sort of mask off moments in that game, whereas this one just takes them a lot more broadly. And like, yeah, obviously it has like Eenie kind of having that, and Morgan as well, but like Acro not really having one of those is really interesting in comparison to Max and Ben and Mo all being like characters who play characters, and then, you know, finding out that they're kind of sad little men all along. Whereas like the actual, like, something I noticed recently, or something I noticed when I was playing this case, was like the breakdown animations, like Ro mentioned this earlier, Acro doesn't have a breakdown animation. He just has one little animation at the end where he starts crying. And I know that Eni does have breakdown animations, but her actual thing at the end is just like her looking very like sad, and she never has that sprite before or after or again. Like that's like the last thing we see of her. And if you compare that to like the huge breakdowns in H21, I just think there's so much more here about like subtlety and just so many different approaches to what they did in H21. I think it's such a fun flip.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
I was also going to say, like, the stuff with Regina, like, because it does feel like there's this kind of, like, you know, you've got the spirit medium stuff and this kind of really internal, insular, like, family kind of issues and power struggles, and then you've got this, you know, this case. And again, like, if they're going to explore these, like, smaller community things, this could have been a really, like, good opportunity to look at the stuff with Regina and be like, like, not to say that this happens in every community, of course, like, I'm not trying to do that in the slightest, but, like, you know, if you're gonna go for that, I don't know, I guess I just feel a deep disappointment with this case where it's like, they just make it sound like a tragedy, and it's like, but the real tragedy all along was was Acro is stuck in his room, and Regina is questioned more for the fact that she has like an obscure belief about death than the fact that like so many men are trying to marry her.
And also the fact that she's just allowed to let like dangerous animals run around and attack people all the time.
Yeah, also that thing.
Like,
not once do they go to the
but
police
I honestly
or
think that's
the
more in
hospital.
keeping with like what I consider to be the failings of Ace 21. Is like they're like, look at all these terrible systems, but also we're only going to talk about the people and not like the systems themselves.
Yeah.
And I feel like this, like, even when they're focusing on much smaller, like, insular communities, like you're saying, they still have the exact same problem.
They really, like, commit to a big statement about big problems. Please, for the love
shaking
of God.
Shutakami by the lapel. Commit!
There is also a thing in this case where they, specifically when the accident happened with Leon, like, they did not report that to the police.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. Which I'm also like, and the hospital didn't question it.
Not only did they
It's
not
like, what the
report
fuck?
it, the ringmaster, Russell Berry, killed Leon himself so that he, like, didn't have to answer any questions, but then, like, presumably that was so that Regina could just keep running around with, like, a fucking tiger that also attacks people.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. This is a world where the concept of safeguarding does not exist. Like,
Not even a little bit.
oh, hey, Heck, my cat has returned. You know,
Okay.
next time we introduce this podcast, I'm introducing Hecate as well.
Okay.
Fuck it. She is here.
Alright, do we have anything else to say about sort of the ending with Acro?
Aside from just be like, giant eye roll at the murder weapon is hidden in the wheelchair, no.
Yeah, that annoyed me as well.
Yeah, that's where I ended up getting a game over, is because I was like, well, we already know that Francesca did a search. She says she didn't find anything, but we do have a history of prosecutors lying inside the courthouse. So I suggested that it was in the bench. Because also, it seems like it wouldn't actually be very easy to hide that under a wheelchair if that was the case.
Yeah.
It said it was very large.
He said it was very large and it weighed, like, what was it, like 20 pounds? No, more, or something like
We
that?
could talk about how strong money is.
Money is so fucking
Yeah.
strong that he can carry
Money
a
stole the statue, by the way.
Money stole
Yeah.
the statue and could carry, because the cards in the statue's hands are platinum, and platinum is shiny, and Money likes shiny object. And Money took this bust from the cafeteria and got it all the way up to the 3rd floor of the lodging outside of the circus. I almost said church.
It's a church to some.
There are cathedrals
It's
with
a
those
certain
with
kind of
eyes to
church.
see. What's the quote? Life is abysmal, hilarious.
Oh god, it's in.
This case is abysmal, hilarious.
It's true.
Boy, are my eyes seeing it. Anyway, yeah, this monkey is jacked as hell.
Alright. We're done with court. We're going outside.
Thank
Regina is
fuck.
extremely upset.
Yeah, hey Mo, how did your plan for Regina to learn about her father being dead for real, and instead finding out that actually she was the intended target, and her dad
Also,
was
she
just killed by
mostly killed the
accident?
guy.
Mo says something here that really sounds like he wants Regina to bottle her feelings back up. He's saying
Yeah.
like just don't be sad. Simply smile and make jokes all the time, like me.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I think there might be something wrong
Yeah,
with this
you
man.
think? And now he's going to be in charge.
I think there might be something wrong with all the men in this case. Personally.
And that includes Phoenix Wright.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, more so than maybe any other.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
one.
But
Well,
yeah, Regina's upset, Moa's upset, but he's like, I'm gonna be responsible, I'm gonna take over the circus. It's gonna be fine. Regina's gonna be fine, even though she's gonna be surrounded by these fucking 2 guys still. Fuck Acro, he's dead, I guess.
Mo says that he's gonna make the circus great, and that's what brings Max around, because Max wants some ambition from his co-workers.
I just want you guys to give a shit about what I do.
Yeah.
And for me to be paid more money than the rest of you.
Jesus.
Regina...
And then we get a little scene afterwards.
Wait, no, I need to ask you guys
You
something.
want to talk
'cause
about Regina?
Yeah, because I fucked this up. So Regina wants proof as to why Acro isn't gonna hunt her for sport anymore. And why Acro doesn't feel like a sense of revenge anymore. And, like, there are so many ways I could articulate that.
The answer is Sean.
Why?
Because he's not gonna throw his life away when he could live with the possibility that he could see his brother, like, awake again.
But he's gonna be killed now.
Well, yeah.
So, good job, I guess. Because I thought the answer was going to be, like, revenge resulted in him killing someone he really cares about. So he sort of had that fire.
I mean, maybe people don't die when they get arrested for murder. Maybe they've been lying to us this whole time.
Yeah, maybe Von Karma's actually fine. Sorry, your dad's actually not dead. He's just in prison. What if that was an Ace Attorney game that took place in a prison, and you saw all of the characters you ever arrested?
Oh, what if they had, like, a specific, like, in-prison court that's run by the inmates?
What if they had an open world game where you break all of the Ace Attorney characters out of prison, and they take over different parts of New Tokyo, California?
It's a stealth game.
When can we play that TTRPG, please?
We're gonna have to play like a Phoenix Wright themed TTRPG. I know we've got one in one of our channels.
We have at least one.
We do.
Alright, do we want to talk about the scene that happens after?
Yeah, let's do it.
We get a shot of an airport.
Gumshoe is talking to someone on the phone again.
Yeah, that person is saying, I see what made the case. Gumshoe says, yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? This person says, it was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end, especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. And Gumshoe says, understood, sir. I will be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. And then it pans to Edgeworth, who's wearing a big blue coat.
But he is wearing a blue coat over his regular outfit that he wears all the time, every day.
Yeah. What could this mean?
It could mean that he is a character with many layers. So he's a man who wears many coats, really. Blue is the color of the good guys.
That's literally true.
Mm-hmm.
Except Manfred von Karma wears a blue suit, so actually it's
He
not.
thought he was a good guy.
I don't think he actually did.
He thought he was
I think
a winner.
he knows that he shot that fucking guy.
Yeah, that's it. I saw the thumbnail for the next case. That looks wild.
Who's in that one?
It's Edgeworth, and there's a bunch of
Oh, Edgeworth's there.
robot stuff behind him. Here's the thing about that, is that Franziska was, like, front and center in the thumbnail for this case, and in the real scheme of things, she was not that important.
No, but when it comes to the overarching narrative, she was the sort of deliverer of the information that would lead into this one, I guess.
I have to report on 2 things that Devin and I have had to sit through once again. Again, last episode, I think this is right before Ro was like, oh, he just died as a prosecutor, hypothetically, metaphorically, I should say. Hera said, maybe he just said that he died, he just faked his death and he's gone to, I don't know, Florida or something. And way back in episode 6, before we even knew that he had left a note and was not appearing in the beginning of this game, Hera said, sad we're never going to see Edgeworth again, and Rose said, yeah, he moves to Europe. The additional context to this is that I was talking over Ro when she said that, and you can fully hear me go, what the fuck while you said it, because I was like, I have to keep talking. I cannot stutter here because it's gonna be bad.
Oh my fucking god. I think I literally just messaged you so fast.
Oh yeah, Devin and I repeatedly have just been sending messages to each other during recording. Fun times.
So Edgeworth and Phoenix Wright in the next episode are gonna get replaced by robots.
Yeah.
Aw, I love the robot.
Hera, do you have any
Coming
theories
I got the robots.
about the next case in general?
Oh, really? What if Edgeworth came back and immediately got implicated in another murder? I think that would be
See,
funny.
here's the thing. I know I said I said with a lot of certainty that Edgeworth is going to be the prosecutor for the next case. I do not think Edgeworth is going to be the prosecutor for the whole of the next case.
The thing is that I don't think Franziska has fully played her part.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, I think if Edgeworth is going to be behind the prosecution bench, it's not for the whole case. It's going to be for, like, the end of the case, if he is the prosecutor at all.
I feel like it's so interesting because we went into 1-4 being like, here are all the threads that are open. We know about DL6. We know, like, Edgeworth is having this change of heart type stuff. I don't feel like the threads that we have open right now is, like, Franziska hates our guts, but, like, we don't really know where that's going, and Edgeworth is coming back.
And
Well, that's a pretty big
Morgan
thread.
wants revenge also still.
That's true. That's another thread.
I don't know how relevant. I feel like we're at this point where in the first game you got to get it all out because you don't know if you're going to get a sequel. But when you get a sequel, you kind of know that you're going into a trilogy. So
There's 2 duologies in the Ace Attorney series.
right, but there's a spin-offs, right? So like anything can happen in a spin-off.
I guess.
They should make a Phoenix Wright Pocket Monster game.
Oh my god. Don't fucking test me.
So yeah, I don't know what the next case is. I hope it is as fun to figure out as this one was. I hope we just go fucking balls to the wall on murder mysteries from here on out.
They've all been murder mysteries, haven't they?
Right, but like one of them
The
was just
Harris
like
figured them all out immediately.
in the first game it was like, yeah, I just shot the guy.
Oh, right. You mean like how it happened.
This case was I left a box out specifically to lure a guy into a specific location because I couldn't look out my window, and then I dropped a bust of my co-worker on his head.
We've all had those days at the office, I think.
Stranger things have happened. When it comes to strangeness overall, I think this case takes the cake.
You don't think the next case is going to be the same or worse?
Well, I hope not. I think the bar has been set.
I will tell you that it's not.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Is this the worst case out of all of them?
There are many kinds of worse in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
I
thought.
like your diplomacy, Ed.
I've said this before on this podcast.
There are a lot of ways that the word bad can be used to disparage something. And boy, is this case allowing me to use multiple meanings of that term liberally. Let's jump into the ratings, shall we?
Sure.
God.
I can go first. Because I have a real problem. Which is like, you know how my rating scale is, what age should you play this case? I truly, to the depths of my soul, want to say, like, you could just skip this one. But it has 2 moments in it that you can't skip. It's so fucked they would do that to you. You should just DM me directly, and I'll look up the timestamps in the video that I watched, and you just watch those, and then just move on.
Just see the highlights. Look at the bit where you see the monkey, and the bit where the clown sings the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme.
Yeah, download Party Baby.
Download Party Baby to your computer for 5 years and have it
computer
live there
for
with
sure.
you.
Party baby.
Party Baby. Hold on. As an honorary moment of this case, I'm making Party Baby an emote in this server.
Oh.
Potty Baby is a criminal.
Potty Baby is
Yeah?
complicit in criminal
ACAB.
activity. But also, yeah. Where do you get off, Hera?
Be gay, do crime.
Be Party Baby, do crime.
Party Baby's in the house tonight.
Party Baby's never done a crime that Maya hasn't done, and we
So
love
true.
Maya.
Everybody just...
Maya's been to court twice.
Yeah, she didn't do
Yeah,
the
and she was
crimes.
found innocent both times.
Potty Baby is now uploaded to the server as an emoji.
That's so important. So now I'm gonna have to get Nitro so that I can use this in my DMs. I would never do that. I will not give money to Discord.
Sorry, Discord.
This image of Potty Baby looks so different to how I remember
No,
him.
this is what I'm saying.
That's because it's the
this
old
is the
Party
original
Baby.
Potty Baby.
He looks
The original Party Baby.
He looks like solemn.
Kind of
doesn't he?
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Here's the thing about Party Baby, monkey,
pensiveness.
money, the monkey, is I don't claim to know everything in the world about chimps and apes, but oh god, yeah, it just looks so strange.
Oh god. Oh god.
He looks happier.
Why?
I don't know if that's true. He looks lumpier. But here's the thing.
Looks like he's having an allergic reaction to eating a bee.
I'm pretty sure that that's supposed to be an orangutan.
It's not an
Yes.
orangutan. Orangutans have the faceplate, right?
Not all orangutans.
Is that true?
Yes, it is true. Only male orangutans have that faceplate.
Oh. Oh.
If you look up a female
I'm looking
orangutan,
at a picture of an orangutan right now. I still don't think this is an orangutan.
I can't think of what
Yeah.
other ape it would be close to.
Well, I'm just thinking about the kingfisher that was clearly also a hummingbird,
Yeah.
and I just don't think
Yeah.
that they're very accurate.
Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, I shouldn't be putting much stock in what this game thinks animals look like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't understand because it's more effort to draw something that doesn't really exist than something that does. So I don't know why it's like this, but there we go.
According to this Tumblr post, Reddit post, very different website, the most similar options are a white-fronted capuchin, a wedge-capped capuchin, or a Barbary macaque.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at some capuchins.
It does not fucking look like any of these guys.
Does not look like a capuchin monkey. Not even a little bit.
Oh, someone
it's more
else pointed out that it could be
chimpanzee-like.
a young orangutan, and it does kind of look more like a young
I have some
orangutan.
pictures of macaques. Oh, it's Naruto. I didn't know Naruto was a macaque.
That's something new every day.
I saw Naruto at work like a couple days ago.
Oh,
You saw Naruto at work?
Yeah, we had a
how's
meeting.
Naruto doing?
What? What did he want from you?
We had a meeting with like the new person in charge, and to get to know everyone, she was like, "Take a look at all these cards. Which one do you feel like represents you?" And one of them was
They did this at Minecraft all the fucking
yeah.
time.
Which one is that one picture of Naruto that's everywhere?
What Naruto are you today?
Yeah,
That's
what
very
Naruto
funny.
is today. Well, only one of them was that picture of Naruto taking a selfie.
Wow.
Alright, we gotta get our other ratings in.
But did Jay actually say what age? Because I think Jay, is your rating just
I don't
skip it?
have an answer.
Naruto.
Well,
My
you
rating
do.
is look up the conversation between Phoenix and Francisca, look at this one comic that I'm obsessed with that I'll put in the show notes, and then watch the last 30 seconds. And you can do that at any age.
Truly.
I want to say a disclaimer for my rating from from last week with respects to this case, because I remember last week, and I have said this already to you, Ro, I think, but last week, Ro, you were like, not last week, last episode, you were like, oh, that's what you're rating this case. That's really interesting. Like, it's a lot higher than I expected. And I had to just, like, psychically be like, I know what is coming. And if I already lower, like, what that case was, this case is just, like, there's no scale for it.
Devin was doing a comparative rating.
Yeah, I had to be strategic, which is perhaps a bit unfair because you and Hera can't be strategic. But any crucial. For the listeners, I want you to know that is why it was like that. Anyway, Jay, you go ahead.
No, I'm done. It's all
Okay.
you. It's all you.
I can go because, interestingly, I also have an issue with my rating this week in that I could give it the lowest, which I want to, which is deadly, but I could also give it brutal, which is more accurate to the experience. But it's technically a higher rating. Carnage is also there.
Carnage is also
And very tempting. I'm gonna go with, you know, it was pretty deadly though. I'm not sure I survived that. But am I saying this is the worst case of Phoenix Wright?
You can give multiple deadlies.
That is true. Yeah, fuck it, it's deadly. This is like I didn't realize how much of this I blocked out, so it's deadly. It will give you psychic damage. Be careful. Be fucking careful.
I'm kind of torn here because I did genuinely enjoy solving this mystery.
Fair.
Is this the first time a 16-year-old has been the target of someone's affection in this series?
God,
No.
No.
No, definitely.
I think there's a lot of stuff I let this series slide with, and I truly don't know. Like, yes, there is more of it in this case, but I do not necessarily think that any one incident is the worst of the series. I think we're simply on par, but just really playing the hits.
Don't call them the hits.
I'm
The
calling them
physical
the hits.
punches.
like a puppet swinging at its master.
Oh, God.
But because I have this binary system, I had fun on this one.
Oh, Hera, have you seen the limits of a binary system? Weird.
No, not even a little bit.
Okay, you committing to
Can I
that?
introduce you to a 10,000 point metric? It's
I don't
full of
know, like, I
nuance.
like the mystery. I think the writing in these games is not great a lot of the time. We had a fun Edgeworth reveal at the end. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a green, I think. I
Yay.
will say that I had a really hard time with the seemingly random punishments you get in the trials. Like, there was a point at the secondary trial I was down to 3 pips of health, and I was just like, I simply have no idea how much they're planning on punishing me for, because it's just all my current health. Could have been 3, could have been 5, could have been 8 for all I fucking knew. So that was annoying. But I had less trouble with it in this case than I did in the last one, so maybe it's just a skill issue. Maybe I just gotta play better. And I'll do my best to do that in the next case.
I genuinely think this is so funny because I was like needling you for your review system as a joke, mostly. But I genuinely think it's so funny that in your system, you're like, yeah, don't play 1-2, the case which introduces like Maya and the setup of this whole thing with Mia, and like is like the first real case of Ace Attorney where you really get the whole idea. But do play fucking Turnabout Big Top. And the thing is, this is not a limitation of your system. I genuinely understand that you genuinely believe that to be true.
You believe it to
It's
be
not.
true.
Look, I think if you're looking at the story narrative lens, then yes, you're absolutely right. But I'm here to solve cases, damn it. And I didn't need to be there for 1-2.
Hera, did you also give 1-4 a rate?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Because I do remember you not liking that case as much as the rest of us.
Yeah, you're
Kara
right.
didn't
I
like the
didn't.
opening to that case, but she came around on it by the end.
Oh yeah, because we did a 2-part review, so I think you were a bit sour on it in the
Yeah.
first half.
I didn't like Gold Lake. I think that sucked.
You don't like Gordy? Splish Splash?
Well, okay,
Rocking
no,
with
that's
my
not true.
Gordy.
I would have liked Gold Lake if it was even a little bit relevant to the second half of that case, which it was not.
We can't really litigate this until we do the fucking tier ranking and kill each other over it.
Yeah.
I can't wait until we're through this and we have to rank every single case we've ever played. That's gonna be an
I'm
experience. That's gonna be like a 5-hour session, and I can't wait. Okay, here's the thing, folks. This case brought with it some of the worst shit I've ever seen in Ace Attorney. However, as someone who enjoys consuming copious amounts of slop, I found it thoroughly entertaining all the way through.
That's
It's-
so fair.
If you are the kind of person who likes watching a train wreck happen in slow motion before your eyes, I could recommend you Turnabout Big Top on a heartbeat. If you like to sort of like try and really get in the headspace of the kind of person who would write this kind of shit, in this crazy scenario that Hera has imagined, where the person who wrote Turnabout Big Top is the same person who wrote the first 2 cases of this game. You cannot truly understand them until you've been to their darkest place, and this is their darkest place. However, as per my review system, I have to review this by rating it in terms of a piece of music. You guys all know the song Entry of the Gladiators?
Yeah.
I do not.
Oh, not everyone. Okay.
Bro, you're gonna have to explain every fucking song. to
Sounds
me.
big, right, Jay? Sounds serious. Sounds important, right?
Yeah.
Ace Attorney, case 3. I
Yeah.
think, okay, we're getting it going. We gotta be cooking. Important stuff is coming.
Second to last case.
Second to last case. This is where shit starts to kick off. And there are some serious parts in this case. There is a lot of melancholic moments at the end. But a name alone ain't enough to carry it. Because when you play it out, that's clown music, baby. It's clowns all the way through, baby.
Yeah, couldn't have been anything else.
It really couldn't have been. I was like, I could talk about this with a level of nuance and complexity that could be brought about by comparing it to songs that have, like, you know, make me feel the complex feelings that this case does. But I'm gonna be real, I don't think this case fucking deserves that.
I think this case deserves clown music.
This is slop, and you should enjoy it as slop and not in comparison to actual good Ace Attorney cases.
All right, we did it.
We did it. I'm so ready for things
Another
to
one in
return
the
to
bag.
a sense of normalcy. The next one is the last one in this game.
The next one is
The
the
next
last
one is the last one.
In this game.
And we are going to have to split it in 2 because it is long.
Okay.
And I also looked at the transcript recently and I was like, holy shit, a lot happened in this case that we're going to want to talk about.
Yeah, so much.
And it's straight down the middle. It's 1 day of investigation and 1 day of trial. And
Is
then
that
we're going
it?
to have the same afterwards. Yeah, Devin, this is a 2-day case. I so thought it was a 3-day
That's
case.
crazy.
What the fuck?
Actually, I was going to double check this because I didn't believe it. And
Please.
I never did. So I should probably do that right now, just in case.
Fuck me. That's insane if that's true. I can't believe that.
Believe it. Just like what Naruto would say.
Aw.
Oh, I've just found out why. And now it makes sense to me. So
Can you tell me why in a secret coded message?
I can do that.
Sweet. I'm curious.
There's going to be a Two-Face incident.
Explain what this means.
Two-Face was the district attorney in Gotham City, and he had a case cut short when the guy he was testifying against threw acid in his face in the courtroom.
Oh,
Well,
God.
that will do it.
I see.
Devin has sent me 8 O's. 8 capital O's. 7, actually. I can't count. Alright, and that's the vibe for next time.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's exactly how I was imagining them. Every single O.
Okay, let's move on and forget this ever happened.
Let's move on and forget this ever
Why is-
I
happened.
posted a video of a
Is
dog
that what
in the
this
voice chat.
dog video is for?
This is how we're saying goodbye. This is all still live.
Bro, you've seen the Ace Attorney version of this video, right?
What do you mean?
This cannot be a coincidence.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Are you no, I don't believe this is a
Hey,
coincidence.
this is a new guy. This guy only just hit the scene. What are
What
you
do you
talking
mean
about?
this is-
Jay, I've
Hold on,
not
I
seen
gotta
the Ace
show you
Attorney version
something.
of this.
You must
I
have.
haven't. I just wanted to show you a cool, fast dog.
Such a good dog.
It's the same video. You're fucking. I'm not. This is not possible.
Jay is broken. Jay is lost. Like,
this
something has happened
It's
over there.
The
I'm so
same
sorry.
video. It's
Oh my
literally.
fucking god, this is so good. Oh my fucking god, I'm so happy. I'll look at it go.
This, I don't believe this has just happened. It's not possible.
I've never seen this before in my life. This is the greatest thing that exists in the world.
You flip.
Oh,
People are gonna know what I'm talking
drinks
about.
this fucking
People
tea.
are gonna know, right? Okay, Edgeworth runs a dog race, the very famous Ace Attorney video. Ro just out of nowhere sent the original video with a dog in it, which I've never seen before, to the group chat to cleanse the palate. And I was like, this is the fucking Edgeworth runs a dog race, and I was right. I am losing my mind.
Okay, I do need to point out, this is a different video.
No, it's in the same place. It's got the same
Yeah,
adverts.
it's the same place. Like all of these dog contests take place in the same location. Like it's
Well, that's
not
really fucking
it's not just
similar.
one course for one dog.
Shame.
You don't think they changed like if you go to a football stadium, there's different adverts on different days.
I mean, I don't know how many dogs compete on the same day.
It's the same. It's the Masters Agility Championship. It's the same thing.
Oh my god.
This-
You're right, it's a different...
This video
There's no
is
dog in
really
this
good,
one,
though.
so the camera angles are different.
Yeah, they had to change the camera angles because they had a miniature sprite of Edgeworth instead of a dog.
Oh my god, Edgeworth's so fast. Is this what he was doing in Europe?
He was training.
This is what he was doing in Europe.
Running really quickly. And being so small.
That's how he's gonna find the truth. He's gonna chase after it very, very fast.
The truth is fast, so he's doing the right thing.
Oh man. Thank you for
Oh,
that
Jesus
video, Cool
Christ.
Car Guy.
Cool car guy, a hero.
That's Edgeworth's username on YouTube also.
He
It
does
really
have a
is,
cool
though.
fucking car.
He does love that car.
Oh, he loved that car.
Do you think he kept that car after a guy was killed in it and then he faked his own death?
I mean, he probably
Yeah,
didn't take it with him to
100%.
Europe.
What's he gonna
though.
do? Sell it?
He got someone to just clean the blood out, and then he was like, "This is."
No,
fine.
he got someone to leave the blood in because he liked it because it was red.
Edgeworth is a sick man.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see him again.
Also, find out in the next episode.
Yeah. It's... Phoenix, I have bad news.
There
It's
we
terminal.
go. We found the out. Can you imagine if he died again?
It's real this time.
That's the Two-Face
I'm
incident.
coming back from my one final case before the disease I caught in Europe takes hold.
He gets shot in court, and then the beginning of the third game is him coming to. Still in court. That's
And he
to
has
close it out.
amnesia, and that's how you get the tutorial case for that one.
Yeah, and he's like, well, I'm a defender.
Yeah, I must be. Because I remember my dad, and he was a defender, and I looked up to him so much.
But no, the truth is, Edgeworth, you've been an attacker.
That would be
this whole
so
time.
much better than the first case of this game.